friends and fellow adventurers, welcome to the MNmaxed podcast. We want to thank you for joining us, and you do so as we continue the Extinction curse. As always, we'd like to invite you to come join our Discord where you can hang out with us and other listeners of the show. And if you'd like to throw a little financial support our way, you can check out our Patreon. And a shout out to all of those at our big number level and above. Rock Jedi, Iggy, Wolf, Blartimus Slump, Thunder Mammoth, Innocence Project, Das Chris, Fizzgig, AC Goldner, Jason K, Eric R, just gonna sneak right past you there. Indie Link, Tawdry Monster, Mercutio, Angel Shadowheart, Dicky Lopez, Licky Topaz, Alex K, Mordine, Doma El Laka, Dr. Grinus, Forevermore, Frank L, Just Mike Works, Ross T, Treehugger, Taryn W, Gold Rhino, Fig Tier, Zach S, Jamie H, Mr. Turtle, Sleeve, Darren, Caleb W, Corey, Pickle, Mr. Grimm, and Fire Down. Shout out to new patron this week at the opening act, James S. Thank you all so much for your support, and now a recap of session 117. We're still in the Temple of Xul-Khundur. Nidek is permanently stupefied. We found a door that says not to disturb the water and decide to disturb the water. There's a couple of worms who, of course, swallow everyone. They die, though, and we match it up to fix Nidek stupefied. The next morning, we continue exploring and find mostly nothing. We know we're getting close to the end of this temple, so at the next room, we decide to buff up a little extra before opening the door. Inside, we see 4 iron golems, and combat is about to begin.
Nidek, seeing all the constructs, goes, "Well, friends, good luck."
Just heal me. Are the constructs holding what looks to be swords?
The constructs are all holding what seem to be stone-long swords.
Those are weapons.
But to a construct, are they natural attacks?
Shut up.
They're made of the same thing as they are.
I will tell you that these are modified constructs specifically for this, and yes, those are iron swords.
Yep, I'm remembering everything from here on out, boys. I'm doing it. Each fight's gonna actually be good.
Ooh, can't wait. Top of round 1. Nidek. It's your turn.
Yay, nat 20 for the night.
Yeah.
What type of check would I have to give you to know what these things are?
For these, I would require Arcana.
What about crafting?
What crafting is absolutely, in fact, that actually might be what's required. Yeah, that actually, you can either use crafting or Arcana, whichever you prefer.
We'll go knowledge or crafting, because it's the only thing I have. 33.
A 33. That's exactly what you need to recognize these as iron golems.
See? Told you they were made of the same thing as they are.
You, with the success, you're going to get 2 pieces of information. What would you like?
Lowest save.
Lowest save is its reflex save.
And special ability.
Odd or even?
I like odd.
Me too.
The iron golem has this ability to just march forward and push its quarry out of its way. They're inexorable, if you will.
Okay. Well, I pass that along to my friends. I don't care if you guys think you're my friends. I think you're my friends, so I'm going with it.
Aww.
Thief! Look at this weird-ass initiative order. Nidek Beach Pie, 4 constructs, Jebediah Wiz.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean, I rolled an at 1.
Ouch.
I never go first. I don't know what to do.
After you? Wait, no, that's not something you can do.
No.
Yeah.
That is not me, sorry.
And for the viewers, he's putting a giant circle on the map.
I am putting a giant circle on the map.
Oh, that's way back in the corner. You managed to get the entire room without anyone else.
Well, that's what happens when you have a 60-foot burst.
60-foot burst away.
Moonburst.
Moonburst.
Literally my only... Oh, wait, no, fuck. These are constructs. I didn't know constructs aren't affected by... I should have asked.
You know, tell me what kind of damage it does.
Like immunities or resistances or weaknesses?
No, it's too late now.
I should have asked which type of damage it can be affected by. Fuck it. Do it anyways. We'll find out the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, old-fashioned way. Here we come. What kind of damage is this?
Cold and silver.
Cold and silver. The moonburst back in the corner of the room, and you see it pass through them and they leave sight. And as the burst fades away, they seem unaffected. Completely unaffected.
Well, it ain't gold or silver, guys.
Probably lightning, huh? Rocks?
We'll find out.
That's my turn.
Well, then after Nidek, that takes us right over to Peach Pie. It's your turn.
I think hammers should work, Peach Pie says, mist formally. He rages. I rage. And I move into attack. We'll just go after number 4, who's right there in front of me.
Right in front of you.
And attack. Ugh. I roll a 2 and get a 32.
That will miss.
Well, this is going to hurt.
It is Large Construct 3's turn. And it uses its first and second actions, actually, to open its mouth, and its jaw hinges open, and then a sickly green gas begins escaping from
Ooh, it might be poison.
its hinges.
Oh, yes. Please have all 4 of them make me make a fortitude save against fucking poison. That would be fantastic.
Peach Pie, you need to give me a fortitude save.
Is it poison?
It certainly is.
I roll a 2 and get a 35. Huh. All right. I roll 2 and get a 35.
Okay. Peach Pie,
Yes.
your 35 is a success.
I critically succeed.
Oh, wow.
Rolls a 2 and critically succeeds.
Yup.
That's the way to do it.
Barbarian. And then with its third action, smacks you with its iron longsword.
Or does it? Mist form elixir.
Or does it? It rolls a 19 on the dice. It gets a 49 to hit, which is a crit, assuming it can roll higher than a 5 on its second dice, which
Oh, God.
it does with a 9. Peach Pie, you get critically hit.
Don't you have something?
Or
Peach Pie?
do I? I roll a d20.
Oh, it was almost the 18.
It's almost the 18. 17 or higher, I don't get crit, but
Nope.
I do, in fact, get crit, motherfucker.
Get crit, Peach Pie. This is a magical iron sword, so your resistance factors in.
Yes.
Don't you have a reaction?
I do. I'm going to use it. Don't worry. Don't you worry.
Peach Pie, you take 55 points of slashing damage.
It is not in your range.
3 is. Oh, 3's not. Shit. Only 4 and 1 are.
Unfortunately.
I can't reach it. Okay. So I'll eat through my temp HP, and I have 7 DR against that. Means I'm sitting at 28 wounds.
What is that DR? What is the
7.
calculation for it?
Con plus 3. Con mod plus 3.
After that one smacks Peach Pie after expelling some gas, excuse her. They move on to the next one. The Peach Pie, this is the one that's just to the south of you. It takes a step up,
Okay.
and then it
Come on, cloud me. Cloud me.
it's going to shove you with an athletics check.
Okay.
It does a 50 beat your fortitude DC.
Yes, it does.
Is it a critical hit?
Yes.
Okay. On the shove, Peach Pie is going to get...
If it's just regular shove, it just means you can move them 10 feet rather than 5. I can't go anyway because there's another creature there.
Technically, I think they can shove you in any direction.
True. That is true.
But with a 10-foot shove, what they're actually going to do is they are going to shove you
Back out the door. Go away.
It's gonna shove you back out the door, so 5-10 feet, and it's gonna follow you.
Okay.
And then with its third action, it's going to use an ability called Inexorable March.
All right.
Now it's going to stride 20 feet. Anybody who's square that I just rode over, which is Peach Pie, Nidek, and the Wizard, you can attempt to bar this creature's way.
Well, then why the hell wouldn't I do that?
Or you can just step aside and let it by.
No, I'll attempt to bar its way. What happens to me if I fail? Fuck it. I don't care. I'll do it anyway. I'm going to try anyway.
Am I just making an attack of opportunity on it?
You can.
Jeb will get to, yes, because
If she makes it that far. Wait to
if
see if
she
she
makes
actually
it
gets
far.
there. Yeah.
Correct.
What do you want me to do with my athletics check, I assume?
No, you're actually going to make a fortitude save.
A fortitude save.
Correct.
Well, thanks for picking my 2 best things.
You're welcome.
How about a 43?
A 43 is not a critical success, but it is a success.
Wouldn't it be a critical success? Anytime I succeed a fortitude save and get a success, it's a critical success.
You are absolutely right. On a critical success, the resisting creature takes no damage, and you stop it from moving any farther.
I can't help it. Laugh number 2.
So then we don't have to make a choice, correct? Because it doesn't make it there.
Correct. He doesn't even make it that far. Peach Pie, this thing goes to push you. You can even see it setting at a lower, and moving down to lower its center of gravity and moves to push you over, and you just meet her. How do you do that?
I assume I just take my hammer and shove it into her chest, like a pole arm, like a spear. Just boom.
Perfect. And you can hear her iron grinding on stone as she's pumping her legs, but they're not going anywhere. Peach Pie's holding her still.
I do laugh at her a little bit. Thanks for picking the perfect monsters for me to fight.
Yeah. It's going to take us over to... You're welcome. Number 2, this is the one that's just to the north of the doorway. They all clustered up really close, which might be a little suspicious when they attacked you directly, but you don't really have a ton of time to deal with that, because this one also unhinges its jaw and lets out a cloud of poisonous gas. And this one will catch Nidek and Peach Pie in it. Both need fortitude saves.
You get +4.
And I'm assuming this is a inhaled.
It is an inhaled gas, yes.
So I get a +1 circumstance bonus from, what's that? Breath control?
Breath control. That's your feet.
That's to your feet. 46.
There you go.
A 46 absolutely does it. You both easily wave off the poison with no effect. Cloud stays there, however, which leads us to Construct 4. Now this one makes a 5-foot step down and then is going to use its inexorable march as well. You folks can't see this at home, but the doorway is just slammed up right now. This golem can't get past the other one that Peach Pie is currently holding at bay.
Large Construct 4 tries to plow through Large Construct 1, and Large Construct 1 gets really frustrated with it and turns around and starts fighting it. That's what's going to happen here. I told you not to do that!
She's going to use her inexorable march on the whole line, which is only going to go here.
I'll make that fortitude save and destroy her.
So as Peach Pie's second construct moves past the first one that you're holding at bay, it is also just looking to chug right by you.
This one I put up a big foot, big floppy red clown shoe foot.
And just hold it right at the doorway.
Yep.
Which leads us now to Jebediah. It's your turn.
Jebediah. I'll just give up my turn. No, I'm just kidding. I had something and then things happened. All right.
It's not always how it goes, though. Jeb, as you, I suppose if you enter that circle, you'll be walking into the gas cloud.
I think I can avoid it. I just want to get right here.
You skirt around the edge of it and get to the south of Nidek.
Yeah. 15-foot cone to get 1, 2, and 4.
Yeah, that would do it. What are you casting?
Oh, just my trusty level 1 skill.
What was it Thunderstomp?
Shockwave, yeah.
Shockwave, that's it, Shockwave. Well, they didn't do great.
They all fall prone.
In fact, they all did very poorly. One of them critically fails, and then the other 2 fail.
All right, so critical failure is pretty big. Hold on, let me get this up.
1d6.
Let me drop this. It'll take 4 damage.
Damn.
But the plus side is
It probably has DR and takes none.
It would take the damage. Would we say it's physical damage then?
I think we'd say it's physical damage.
Because in this case, it wouldn't take that damage just because it has resist.
It falls and trips and breaks one of its arms off.
Clank. That doesn't happen, but...
Well, anyways, they're prone, so now we could beat them up.
Gonna do it. They're just prone for a beating. Wizard, the bottom of round 1, it's your turn.
Well, I appreciated Nidek doing a recall knowledge,
But you want more knowledge.
he didn't really give me the info I wanted, so I'm gonna attempt one as well, and I will do Arcana, 1 action. and get a 41.
Okay, a 41, also not a critical success, but it is a success. You get 2 pieces of information.
Would it have been a critical success if I took twice as long and it would have been a 43?
Do you really want to know the answer to that question?
Yeah,
Tim?
I know it. I know it
'Cause
would have
it
been
is.
because he succeeded on a 33. It's okay. It's okay. So I get 2 questions, right?
Yeah.
We don't need to go over the basic info again.
Yeah,
my
you
2
get 2.
questions will be immunities and weaknesses.
There are 3 things to be gained from Golem anti-magic. They are harmed by 1 element, healed by 1 element, and slowed by 1 element. 1 question for each of them.
Oh.
Harmed by, healed by, slowed
What
by.
are they harmed by? What are they slowed by?
Harmed by acid and slowed by electricity.
God, if only we had somebody that could do electricity.
So there's this thing where I don't have a single acid spell.
Yeah.
Like not
I can
a
imagine
single
that thing.
Not a single
Yep.
one.
There's not a lot of them, I don't feel like.
Peach Pie, do you have any acid flasks or anything?
No.
Actually,
making
that's
those.
not magic, so it wouldn't. The acid damage for it wouldn't overwrite that because that's
It's not like it's vulnerable to it, right? It just takes damage from it.
It takes damage if you harm it magically with acid.
So it's not like extra.
Does it say magic acid or just
Golem
acid?
anti-magic. A golem is immune to spells and magical abilities other than its own, but each type of golem is affected by a few types of magic in special ways. These exceptions are listed in shortened form in the golem stat block. So yeah, it's
magic.
Magic.
Yeah. But so just regular acid doesn't do anything special to it?
Regular acid, it just does normal acid damage to it, like alchemist.
Not
acid.
not the boosted damage.
Yeah, not the
it has to
boosted
be
damage.
magical acid damage to do the. Okay, that seems weird
Correct.
to me, but
It's weird, but it makes sense to me, I guess.
Here's
in a
another
way.
example. The its healed by effect is 1 element. It's also immune to that element. So that tells me that if you were to hit this thing with it alchemically with 1 element, it wouldn't harm it, but if you did it magically, it would heal it.
oh, okay.
Let's fucking kill him!
My second and third actions, I am casting Electric Arc on number 2 and number 1, the 2 frontliners.
Okay. The 2 up front, they both succeed, but they wouldn't have taken any damage anyways, so they are now both slowed 1.
Yep.
Then after the wizard, that takes us up to the top of round 2. Nidic.
Yeah, I don't have any buffs. I don't really have any debuffs. Certainly not against these guys.
Do you have any acid?
No.
I would like 1 tablet of LSD, please.
1 LSD, please.
Peach Pie said to heal him, and while I can't specifically do that at the moment, because he really doesn't have that much damage, I am instead going to cast Shield Other on him.
Ooh, fun.
So
Have we done
this
that yet?
goes on me.
I think we have.
I don't think we've done that in this specific game. As long as we stay within 30 feet, I take half of any hit point damage he takes.
Nice. I'll try not to take much damage.
And you take half. Well, it's easier to heal myself than to try to heal you, so.
And Nidic, because you did begin your round in the cloud, I need you to make a fortitude save.
How about a 50?
Fine. Just wreck these things.
I do then, after casting that on Peach Pie, back up.
All right. Then that takes us over to Peach Pie. It's your turn.
Just get that fortitude save out of the way for you.
Yeah, why not?
Hey, Nidek. 51.
Nice.
And then we're just going to start attacking Construct number 1. Swing. Get a 46 to hit.
46 is a critical hit.
Hell yeah. 95 damage and knock it even more prone.
Not really how that works, but I hear you.
Whatever. Swing again.
Well, hold on. If you have, what additional type of magic damage are you dealing on top of this? Is it
I have Sonic and I have Lightning.
okay? So the Sonic doesn't
electricity.
go through. The slowed gets applied to it, but it hasn't cleared
Well,
its
it's
other slowed
already
conditions,
slowed,
So,
so-
yeah, it's just
So does it not take the electrical damage either?
it doesn't take the electric damage either.
It just gets slowed by it.
Exactly.
So that's 11 hit points it doesn't take.
Swing again.
So it gets more prone and more slowed.
You get more prone and more slowed. Nat 1, gonna miss. And with my third action, I might as well just swing again. I got nothing else to do. Ooh, 37 hits.
It's because it's prone.
Hell yeah.
Your crit was because it was prone.
And we'll deal it an additional 47 damage minus some of it.
Minus a lower.
Minus another 11.
Minus another 11 of it.
Man, I rolled good on that. 6 and a 5. Anyway, that is my turn.
Then after Peach Pie,
Oh, and Peach Pie, I didn't specifically say it to you. You need to stay within 30 feet of me to keep getting
Gotcha.
that healing.
well, that takes us over to large construct number 3. This is one of the constructs that's in the back line. These things are not good at backline, and you can really tell that because they move forward and they just kind of try to move through. And that's exactly what they're going to try to do. They're going to try to move through.
Then why the fuck did they try to bottleneck us at the door, the idiots?
I mean, they're not smart.
That is entirely on them.
They're not smart. They were told to ambush you, not how to ambush you.
We're gonna get him. We'll get in the door, and then we'll charge him, and then we'll. Yeah.
It tries to move through Peach Pie. Peach Pie, you need to give me a fortitude save.
Fortitude save. 44.
This is the one in the back, number 3.
Yep, number 3. It fails.
Haha, I stop it.
And there's nothing that says it can't try again. It's going to try again.
More.
Yep. Peach Pie just keeps... Speaking of an inexorable, it's not the iron golems. After that one, it takes up to construct number 1. This is the one that's right in front of Peach Pie, the one that Peach Pie is currently slamming on.
Prone and slowed.
It decides to rear back and try to kick you instead of trying to march through you, because that doesn't seem to be working.
All right, but it's prone.
Oh, good God. It uses its first action to it loses its first action because of the electricity, uses its second action to stand up, and then uses its third action to shove you.
By the way, I attack it when it stands up.
Okay, there's that. Yeah, go ahead and do that.
Jesus.
He sits back down.
102 damage. I sit him back down and slow him again.
Nat 20. God, didn't even get this.
Why did you slow him?
I'm just going to leave all the effects on him. He's got electricity damage on his hammer.
When did you add electricity damage to it?
That was the first thing I got.
Oh.
No, actually, it's the second thing I got.
No,
I took
first.
Sonic because so many more things I think are not immune to Sonic.
Yeah.
And then I thought, well, if it's got thundering, it might as well have lightning on it too. So in my case, the thunder came before the lightning.
So after Large Construct 1 tries to stand up, gets sat back down, that takes us over to Large Construct number 2. This one is going to lose its first action. Then
It does technically have a third action.
Large Construct 1? No, it lost its action.
No, you
Slowed
just
and
made it
prone.
prone again, so it could stand up.
Tried to stand up.
Oh, I guess
got
it
knocked down.
Oh, yeah, I suppose it would, wouldn't it? Never mind. my
Get
bad.
next.
Never did a thing with the third action.
Then it just has to stand up with its third action. That is what it's going to do with its third action. Thanks for keeping me honest, Wally.
Just trying to be fair, guys. I'm sorry.
Well, that's fine. That's fine.
It works. Yeah, Large Construct 2 loses its first action, stands up with its second action,
No combat reflexes.
and then does what the first one was going to try to do, which was to just knock Peach Pie back.
And then gets hit by me.
This is not a fortitude save. Oh. Oh, I suppose that might happen. 41 versus your fortitude DC, Peach Pie?
Fortitude DC, a 41? Yeah.
Are you sure?
Versus my Fortitude DC. My Fortitude DC is 39.
You have a plus 29 to your fortitude?
I have a plus 29 Fortitude.
Oh, okay, got it. I don't know why I thought it was higher.
29 is stupid high for a
I know,
Fortitude.
but for
save.
some reason, I feel like I
Mine's
see
26.
plus 33 for some reason from you, but I must be thinking something else.
My Athletics is plus 33.
Well, he's got a +4 from his poison.
Yes.
Oh,
this is
that's-
important.
That's why his fortitude saves are at a plus
Plus 33. That makes more sense now. Okay. All right, then with that success, just a regular success, is going to push you back 5 feet, but doesn't actually get to follow, because there's no good way to follow you through the doorway.
All right.
Which is interesting, because that means now it can't do anything. It pushed you through the doorway. Now you're out of reach with it, with its
I mean, it was already slowed, so that was its turn. Anyway.
Was that its third action?
Yeah, I had to
Stand
stand.
No, yep. I keep inventing things for them to maybe need to do. Peach Pie, the one in the back line, number 4. This one does try to march through you.
All right, fortitude. Ooh, I only roll a 2. I get a 31.
A 31 is a failure.
Wow, I finally failed.
Don't I get to stop it?
No,
Oh, wait, I already did an attack of opportunity. Yeah, never mind.
and not went out from where you're at. So it,
No, you didn't.
Yeah, did I attack of opportunity the prone guy and it failed?
My bad, my bad.
So this does actually successfully push you back, and you take the damage as though you were hit by the sword.
Okay.
Except for it's bludgeoning damage instead of slashing damage. So this is slam damage.
This count as a weapon.
This one would not. 34 damage.
All right.
I take half. You take half.
Then that was its first action. Now it's
No, that was
is
its
it?
second action
Yeah,
because it
the
had to stand
stands.
up.
that one was prone too.
They were all 4 prone.
No, only 3 of them were prone.
Yeah,
Oh.
no, you're right. So that means it has a third action, and with its third action, it just attacks Peach Pie. Gets a 39 to hit, and because you're still concealed, needs to overcome the mischance, which it does with a 15.
It does.
Hey, it'll work one of these times.
All right. 5% chances. No,
25%.
25% chance.
It is going to deal you 32 points of damage, minus your resistance.
Now, I resist 7 of that.
Well, I take half, and then you resist 7. I think you resist 7 of your half.
Really? You sure?
I'm not sure.
Wouldn't I resist it first and then you take half?
I wonder where that sits in the stack.
I would think the resist would come first.
Just says the target takes half damage from all effects that deal hit point damage, and you take the remainder of the damage. So yeah, is the half applied first or second? I know I don't get to apply any resistances, weaknesses, or anything else.
I think I'm right.
And what do you think is right?
I think the resistance would go first.
He thinks he resists it first.
And then it gets split in half.
That seems to make more thematic and RAI sense. I don't think there's anything raw that calls it out.
It makes sense to me, because it's like, how would the spell know how much damage I'm going to take before I take it? How would the magic work to do that? It's like, oh, Peach Pie just took damage. I take half.
Or maybe it's something that interposes between you and the damage, and it like literally shield before you.
Like, okay. Yeah, I can see that, I suppose. I can see that.
So I think there might be a thematic argument either direction, which doesn't make this any easier. But it's only a couple of points of damage, so let's just call it after the resist.
Okay. So I'd take it down to 25, so you'd take half and I'd take half. So, I guess, what, I take 13, you take 12?
Yeah, it says you take half, I take the remainder.
All right.
That takes us over to Jebediah. It's your turn.
Yeah, alright, I'm gonna swing at number 4.
Kill it.
I will not kill it. I will hit it though.
43 hits. This was not the one that's been getting beat on.
Mainly just to get the electricity on him. It's slowed.
It is slowed. It's going to only take 18 of what your 34 damage would have been. It's been resisting a lot of damage.
And then, can I get a 4 in a 15 cone? Or would I have, I can only get back 3, right? Yeah, I'm just gonna shoot the cone in the exact same spot and hit.
No, dude, you can totally get. You can get 3. You can't get 4. So you can get 1, 2, and 4 in this if you cone straight ahead.
You can't reach number 3.
Right, so just the normal. Yeah, I'll do the same cone that I did last time, and then basically, and then we'll hit 4 with
1 success, 1 critical failure, and another success. Large construct 1 or iron golem number 1 that's spent most of its fight on this ass.
So 4 and 2 will be flat-footed until the start of their turn, and then 1 will go prone. But that's all I got.
Then after Jebediah, Wizard, it's your turn.
I'm gonna electric arc number 2 and number 3.
The only 2 who are not slowed.
I still have to do the reflex save just in case they critically succeed, right?
Yeah, I suppose.
I say that one of them's gonna. Okay, thank God.
1 success, 1 failure. They both take the damage. They're both slowed 1.
Well, they don't take the damage, but they.
Or, sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, they take the damage, therefore, they would. Yeah, whatever.
They would have taken damage, so they become slowed, but they don't actually take the damage. Construct bullshit.
Words are important. Wizard, I didn't mean to put the prone effect on you. Apparently I can just...
That's fine. I can be prone.
He actually just sits down with his third action.
I just straight up bend over.
Just get a little stretch in there.
Yeah.
Gotta get ready to start doing my 40-foot movement speed run.
All right. Well, then, Wizard, unless you do have something you want to do with your third action?
Third action, I am just going to... third action, I would have actually had to have moved to be able to get...
Oh, them both within 30 feet?
I technically would have had to have moved 5 feet to get both of those two within the 30 feet, since one is way back.
Gotcha. So you actually are right behind Peach Pie then.
Correct. I cower, but... No, I don't cower, but I calmly just step 5 feet to the side behind Peach Pie. I'm like, okay, you got this, buddy. And I pat him on the back and electric arc the other two.
I'll take care of it. Thanks for the help.
Don't let me get hurt, please.
I won't.
Well, I don't know where the fuck that Kufar guy is. He's not here to protect me.
He's at the end of the hallway. These things are scary looking.
Kufar, make us coffee.
You look great. You're looking good out there. The mansion's still technically up right now, right?
Go get the coffee and bring it to us.
I'll be right there.
To go order. Get us coffee.
He's gonna go fetch you some lattes.
Grande Cloud Macchiato, please.
That sounds good. Get me one too.
All right.
They are good. I love those.
That takes us to the top of round 3. Nidek, it's your turn.
Yeah, we're gonna back up a little bit. That's a 2-action heal on Peach Pie. He gets 48 hit points back.
Sweet.
That's my turn.
That takes us over to Peach Pie.
When he just starts swinging at it against the one that's in front of me now.
Oh, good God.
It's another 20.
Nat 20. Another one.
So we'll deal him 110 damage-ish.
Wow.
Oh, gets resistance down to 95. Further than that.
That's all right. I swing again. We're going to hit again with a 41.
Yeah, you're going to hit him again.
Going to deal him another 54-ish damage. And then we'll swing for a third time. And miss with a 33. Done.
All right. Well, that takes us over to number 3. This is one that's been in the back. And we're going to have potentially a little bit of an argument. We'll see what happens. So,
God.
It uses its first action to 25. It's this right here.
Hit it, Jeb.
That I think everybody's going to have a problem with.
Well, I mean, it can't end.
It can't end
sure.
its
Well, it's not going to
movement.
end its movement there, but can it move in between Peach Pie and Jeb right where it's at right there? I think where I'm going to land on this one is we're going to call it greater difficult terrain. So it's going to spend its first action moving.
Attacks of opportunity with flanking.
Yes, you do get that.
I get a 36 to hit it.
And it used its last 2 actions to stride past its comrades at the door to get into position next to Nidek, Wizard, and Peach Pie. But it doesn't have any other actions.
I hit it with a 36.
And it gets hit.
I deal it 45-ish damage.
Well, that takes us over to number 1. This one is prone, is also slowed 1. So it's going to lose its first action, second action to stand up, and then with its third action, it's going to attempt to do another inexorable march. This time up north through Peach Pie and the Wizard. 5.
Fortitude.
Yep, fortitude save.
I don't know if that'll do it. 38.
38 is a success.
Critically succeed.
Then it
Get back, bitch.
doesn't go anywhere. So that's its turn. It loses the prone and the slowed condition. Over to Iron Golem number 2. This one's also a decent ways in the back. Number 2 is actually going to delay and allow number 4 to go first. Number 4 uses their march, but is going to move through this diagonal, costing them 15 feet of movement.
Do I get to fortitude save them?
What do you mean fortitude save them? Oh, because they're moving like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go with the fortitude save from Peach Pie. It's going to move up and around instead, or try to.
That's another 38.
38's a success. So you stop it. That was its first action. It's getting frustrated by you, so it's going to hit you.
No, it doesn't have any more actions. It's slowed and prone.
That one was slowed and prone. Oh, yep. It stands up, loses its first action. God, you guys are controlling these things too much. I think I can do more than I can.
You can't do anything.
Yep. Just getting wrecked over here. Jeb, it's your turn.
One delayed, didn't it?
It did.
Yes.
We'll get there.
Well, I'll use my third shockwave of the day. Aw. Number 4 is prone.
Number 4 critically fails. The other 2 succeeds. 4 was the one that just tried to push Peach Pie and failed.
I'm out of shockwave, so no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Have you ever used all your shockwaves?
No. I've never seen you use that spell so often in one combat.
Let's see, who do I want to slow?
I swear those 3 times you just used it is more than he's used it in the rest of the campaign combined.
Yeah, you're probably not wrong. Hey.
Yeah,
At 20.
So number 4 will take.
Who is also prone. And now slowed 1 because of your X electric damage.
And because of my crit specialization, I also hit number 1.
Oh, shit. Nice.
Choose 1 creature adjacent. If the AC is lower than the attack roll for the crit, you deal damage to that creature equal to the result of weapon damage die rolled, including extra dice for its potency. So it just takes.
So it's the 3d12 that.
Including extra dice for its potency rune.
So it's 33.
23.
Yeah, it'd be 20.
Oh yeah, because that's got the plus 10. It'd only be the 23
Yeah.
Which gets cut because of resistance.
down to like 8.
Down to, like 8. Which
All
one
right.
did you just hit with the 8 damage?
Number 1.
Number 1?
I hope it kills it.
God, we're getting close, man. We're getting close.
Number
but not
1 is
quite.
fine. It's only orange. It's not red.
Yeah.
Number 4 is the one that's almost dead.
Was that orange?
Yeah,
it's orange.
Four's almost done. Then, after Jeb knocks a few punks down, Wizard, it's your turn.
Noise. So number 2 is slowed. Number 4 is prone. Is number 4 still prone?
Yeah,
he
just got knocked prone.
He's just got knocked
Yep.
out. I shall electric arc number 3 and number 4.
Okay. These are the ones that are in the hallway with you. Cool.
Ooh, one rolled a nat 20. Number 4.
Number
the
4.
prone guy.
Does not get slowed. Wait, yes it does. It
But,
just took damage from Jeb. Fuck.
Oh, so number 4 should have been
Should have
prone,
been-
or
should have
slowed
been
already.
slowed already.
I wouldn't have electric arc.
Yeah, that's my bad. Which one would you have done instead? I'm assuming
Number 1.
number 1. Oh, yep, 1.
So number 1 and number 3 slowed. Third action, I will retreat a willow 20 feet back.
Okay.
I don't like them being so close to me.
Then after the wizard, that's going to take us up to the top of round 4. Nidek, it's your turn.
Yeah, I'm looking for like literally anything. I literally don't think I can hurt these things.
Join the club.
First action, I'll move back a bit. Second action, Peach Pie looks like you could use some guidance. Some guidance. You're now immune to my guidance for an hour or something like that. I have nothing else to do.
There it
I
is.
just realized I could prismatic spray them all, and we could see if any of them get a 2 on the D8 for them, and that would do
acid
acid damage. Yeah, I got a 1 in 8 chance. Like, yeah.
All right. Well, maybe. But until then, Peach Pie, it's your turn.
All right. Well, God, I don't want to waste my hit on this one that's almost dead, and I'm not going to, or I should. I don't know.
He's prone. We'll take it. We'll get him when he stands up.
Let's do it.
Yeah, we'll get him when he
Oh, that's
stands
true.
up. You're right. You're right.
That's
That's a good point. Thank you. All right. I swing at Golem 3.
Yeah, split the damage.
Crit.
Yeah, 48 is a crit.
We can't help but split the damage because they keep moving everything around. 108-ish, and I knock it prone.
Of course you do.
Damn. And slow it. And we'll swing at it again. We'll hit with a 39.
39 hits.
Deal it an additional 53-ish damage. And we'll just swing for a third time and hit with a 34.
How about that?
Oh, wow. You just got off all 3 hits.
And we'll hit it for 56-ish damage.
Okay.
I mean, he may have hit it 3 times, but it also just resisted. How much? 45 damage
45.
between the 3
No,
hits?
more.
That's...
Because I have to manually pull all the electric damage off all these two.
Oh, do you? Sorry.
Yeah.
And the
so
Sonic.
much.
And the Sonic
And the
damage.
Sonic.
Yeah, it's...
Yeah, so it resisted like 60 or 70 of that.
Well, it still hurt. That's my turn.
It is hurt. It is hurt. You're absolutely right.
It resisted 74 points of damage.
That is a very successful smack turn.
Sure was.
Then after Peach Pie, it's going to take us over to the golem that you just got done wrecking. It loses its first action because it was slowed from before. Uses its second action to stand.
I save it.
Save what?
My attack of opportunity.
Oh, okay. And then it will use its third action to strike you.
I
Well, it doesn't have a third action. It stood up. It's done.
That's no. Lose first
Yeah, it was
action.
slowed and it was slowed and then
first.
prone.
Lose first action. Stand up with
up.
second.
Oh
Attack
whatever.
with third.
Yeah, whatever.
yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
I don't get any actions as is, Spencer. What are you doing?
It succeeds in hitting me and defeating my concealment.
It does do both of those things. So it's going to deal Peach by 25 points of damage.
-7 and then halved.
Good God. Which takes us over to Golem number 1 is going to attempt to... God, this is Peach Pie. Your placement is just fucking killing me here. Is going to attempt to march through Peach Pie. Give me a fortitude save.
You got it. My placement, motherfucker. I was at the door, and I just keep getting. Well, yeah. I stop him. He doesn't do it.
Unfortunate circumstance with it. This one was slowed, so it did lose its first action. That was its second. There's nothing here that says I can't do that twice, so I'm going to do it again. Give me another fortitude save.
You got it.
Roll low. Damn it. Okay. Then that one doesn't go anywhere again. Which takes us over to number 2. This is the one that delayed last turn because do with it.
Has nothing to do.
Doc is going to kind of move in around to get in line.
The Peach Pie smashing line.
Seriously, and then that's its turn. That's its turn. But that brings us over to the one right in front of Peach Pie.
Finally.
Loses its first action. Stands up with its second.
Swing! Oh, I miss. Jeb doesn't.
I crit it.
47 to hit. Jeb
I deal 80.
gets resisted, but you slice a critical component. You notice just this part that Peach Pie's been smashing at. You can see inside, and you slice through that gap that Peach Pie has made.
Might you then also kill number 1 with your critical specialization?
As I say, he also does another
I hit it for
25 damage
so
to the
10
other
to that one?
Well, 10, yeah, after resistance.
After resistance, 10. Hold on. No.
Damn. That would have been great. That would have been great.
That would have been pretty fucking cool. Not this time, but the other one does fall down into a heap of scrap iron, and it makes a loud clatter that rings throughout the temple.
Bling, bling, banana phone.
That takes us over to Jebediah. It's your turn.
I swing at number 1. I hero point number 1.
38 hits, and that's... Ooh, wait. Is the extra 4 damage? And no, that does it. Jeb destroys Iron Golem number 1.
And I'll just step over to this one and swing at it. Miss. That's all I got.
Misses. Well, after Jebediah takes care of the other one, the wizard, it's your turn. There are 2 left.
Reach electric arc to electric arc to their left.
All right.
Looks like they are both within 50 feet of me, so my reach should be perfect. Well, 60, so it's fine.
And your number 2 should have had slowed remove from it, so yes. They both succeed.
They both succeed, but fuck you.
Doesn't
They still
matter.
technically would have taken damage, but not really, so they're slowed.
That's all we're looking for.
And that's all 3 of my actions because of the reach.
All right. Then after the wizard, we go to the top of round 5, Nidek. It's your turn.
Nidek claps.
Clap back.
Bravo, boys. You got this.
Peach Pie. It's your turn.
All right, let's see if we can kill number 3. Well, it's going to be prone.
Yeah, 46 is a crit.
It's another crit. 101-ish damage.
How much?
Oh, it's
it
dead.
might not be. It might not
No,
be.
it's not.
Oh, okay.
Because that's 13 damage.
So it should have 5 HP
So it
left.
should have, it has 5 HP left.
Okay.
It's looking real hurt. Pieces of it's just hanging.
Almost like it has 5 hit points.
Second swing. Oh, yeah. We got it.
43 to hit, and Peach Pie smashes. And again, the iron pieces of this golem just go clattering all throughout, and it just echoes throughout the temple.
And with my third action, I move up to golem number 2, standing on the
don't do
corpse.
it. Don't do it. Let it come to you.
You good with the difficult terrain that you're moving through there?
I was going to say it's going to be different. Oh, yeah, I wouldn't be able to make it that far.
I don't think you could.
Okay, fine. With my third action,
Also, you need to stay within 30 feet of me.
Oh, I need to stay within 30 feet of you. That's right. You see Peach Pie start to move, and you're like, what are you doing? It's like, nothing. And stops. And twiddles his thumbs.
All right.
While keeping them on the weapon.
Weapon twiddling thumbs. Good.
Weapon
good.
twiddle thumbs. He does not remove a hand.
Well, that takes us over to the last remaining golem, and they have to step on top of the parts, and as they're walking through, iron on iron, clink, scrape, clatter, that's all of its actions. It lost its first action, and it took it both its move actions at least to get up to Peach Pie and Jebediah.
Sweet.
That's its turn. Jebediah.
If I 5 foot to the left, are we flanking?
No, you have to be going through
We're not
opposite
flanking.
sides.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will just stand to my ground and beat him up.
Hell yeah, you will.
Yeah, you will.
And then I'll just keep swinging. I'll deal damage to the dead number 3.
That's some pretty shitty rolls on it.
I miss and I miss.
Damn. So one hit.
Which is all we needed to put slow on him.
You're
Yep.
absolutely right. That's all you need to put slow on it. Then after Jeb takes us up to the wizard.
Just want to double check that there is nothing else I can do. I'm almost certain there is nothing else I can do.
You got any of them munchies I see you eating all the time?
Okay. So there's nothing helpful I can do. Is there anything stupid I can do?
Buzz Wizard, let me tell you what.
There's so many stupid things you could do.
So many stupid things. There's always.
Going to my inventory,
Stupid
I went through all my spells. There's nothing there.
Problem is, most stupid things are just stupid, not like this is funny, helpful stupid. Just
Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Is something that's not completely stupid. This is all just stupid. That's a one-time thing. Yeah, I got nothing. Yeah, I'll just pull out some munchies. I'll 5 foot over to Nidek, offer him some munchies.
Less than 20 feet away from the action. Jeb and Peach Pie are just beating on the last remaining iron golem here. Well, that takes us up to the top of round 6. Nidek, you want some munchies?
Yeah, they got this. They got
yeah,
this.
Nidek
got
eats
these
some munchies.
I got these munchies from Escadar. Probably never had anything like this.
I ain't never been there.
Peach Pie, to the sound of pleasant conversation behind you, the iron golem in front of you rages on.
Yeah. I guess I'll 5 foot step to the north. Why not? Might as well get into flanking. And we'll swing with flat footed. Ooh, I'm going to miss with a 33, even with the flat footed. All right. We'll swing again with my third action. Gonna miss. I miss.
Peach Pie just misses. That's going to take us over to the golem. And, of course, loses its first action. And then it doesn't have to stand. Wow, that's nice. It gets 2 actions. It's going to use one to swing at Peach Pie and the other to swing at Jebediah. Peach Pie, 43 to hit.
No.
But it rolls a 1 on the miss chance for your misform.
Haha.
It misses you. Well, damn it. Well, it's going to commit to the 1-2 swing and make the second attack against Jebediah. Does a 32 hit.
No.
Well, that's unfortunate for it. Jebediah, it's your turn.
Bang, bang.
Bang, bang, bang.
Bang, bang. 38 to hit. Swing.
38 hits.
Yay, that's good. We're good. We're swing and miss on that one.
And after a couple of rounds of taking and receiving, let's just go ahead and I'm going to let this one bite the dust.
Just say it's dead.
Yeah,
It
I'm gonna let
surrenders.
this one bite the dust because there's not really a good way for it to finish. It's going to fight until it's destroyed, which means you're two just going to sit around it, and it will get maybe 1 action, assuming Peach Pie doesn't knock it on its ass every round.
It's like those videos you watch of people doing like hammering the railroad spikes all in succession.
Yeah.
It's like bang, 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 bang.
All to the tune of Benny Hill in the background.
Yakety sax.
Yakety sax, that's what it is. Yakety sax clatters loudly throughout the temple. Congratulations. That was easy.
Yeah, we did not take much damage there.
I'll have you know, I took
expected
none.
more.
Yeah, since you healed me, you ended up with more wounds than me.
Oh, did they have any loot?
Now we all get our own table.
Yes, there's 4 tables that are very large. We each sit at one and have dinner.
I dance on top of one.
It's like 9 a.m.
Yo, where's
just
my to-go
walked out of
coffee
the
order?
mansion. We're talking maybe 15, 20 minutes of exploration going through the.
Let's go get some more
old
coffee.
areas. Actually,
does he come back with
I was just gonna
I was
say.
say that was so fast. He hasn't even come back yet.
Yeah, like shortly after that, Kufar does emerge from around the corner, is holding a tray of coffees, and actually has 4 coffees, and hands them out to the 4 of you.
I was about to be nice and be like, well, didn't you get yourself one? I wasn't expecting you to do that.
I slap it out of his hand and say, I said decaf, bitch.
He looks really startled at you for a second, Jeb, and I just brought you some to be nice. Go get yourself coffee.
Oh,
I was told I didn't have to I was told I didn't have to listen to anybody anymore if we didn't want to.
That's right, Kufar. You're doing well.
Stand up for yourself.
You're keeping up with our antics. It's well done.
Now go get Jeb a new coffee. And get yourself one too. Like,
Everybody else gets coffee then.
yes.
All right, I'll get myself a coffee. I'll bring Jeb one. It was funny, Jeb.
While I sip my coffee, treat a little bit of wounds here. So I'll do me a Nidak.
Are you doing medicines?
Yeah.
In the wake of your destruction of all of the golems in this room, this section is quiet now, and you find yourself with a little bit of time.
I critically succeed.
I will actually take all that healing.
Nice.
Because if I was at my minor curse, I'd only get half.
gotta change my music for a boss battle.
Yeah, I want to, when we get to the door before we go in, I want to drop a couple potions again.
Promise, now we know that's the boss.
Well, we knew the whole time because it's the only room left, right? The only doors we haven't gone through.
Unless there was another stairs down. We don't know there's not
yeah.
another stairs down.
But I mean, this is the 4th level, so
We don't know how deep this ziggurat goes, or whatever it's called.
It's a good word.
it is a good
Ziggurat.
word.
It's such a fun word.
But using potions might be a tad far meta.
Well, I used them for the golem fight.
Would you?
He used them before the golem fight.
Never mind then. Do as you please.
The tension is growing, and he just knows
Yeah, I
something's
just know.
coming.
Something's coming.
There's an unknown electricity in the air.
You got a spidey sense.
I'd even take a bestial mutagen just in case I get swallowed, perhaps.
If this fucking boss swallows whole, I'm gonna be pissed. I think I'm gonna see him and just be like, nope, fuck you. Just maze him right away. Like, fuck this. Not dealing with this right now.
The main boss should just be like a drow.
Humanoid of some sort. Yeah.
It could be another Drider, I suppose.
If this Drider swallows whole, I'm gonna be pissed.
36 to check for traps on this double door.
Also 36. So, think we got more constructs in this next room?
If we do, I will deconstruct them.
That's a terrible joke.
I like it.
Thanks, Nidek. Fuck you, wizard.
Keep trying, Peach Pie.
Anyway, Wizard, as Peach Pie lets out his now becoming staple anyway before opening the door.
It's just for this dungeon. Just for this dungeon.
As
Take my potions. Take my potions. Take my potions.
Okay. So Peach Pie drinks his potions and goes to open the door, but Wizard, something catches you. There's magic at the door. And with 36s, Peach Pie and Nidek, you do not find any traps.
I do not like the way he said that.
Okay, I'll attempt to identify the magic.
Do you stop us from opening the door?
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
No.
No.
Probably not.
I mean, it only takes
right.
him, what, one action to identify things? So
Correct.
Truth, yeah, that's true. So, would you get a... Go ahead and give me an Arcana check.
I will take 2 actions to get a +2. 41.
Jesus.
Wizard, this door seems to have some sort of modified silence spell built into the frame.
Then I don't say anything. I don't find that unusual or pertinent information. It's whatever.
All right, door open.
Then as you swing open the doors,
Oh my god. Okay, so it's 5 Driders, added
No, 4 Driders.
4 Driders, a construct, and a fucking. Is that a goddamn what do you call the little Zwerfneblin?
I'll get there.
I love it. Sorry.
This luxurious apartment has 3 ascending levels. The room is decorated with ornately carved stone benches, desks of polished granite in beautiful colors, and ornamental columns with carvings of religious imagery. Notes, maps, and plans have been laid out across the desks. The double doors leading into this room are elaborately carved with a single twisting tentacle ending in a sharp talon. And as the doors open, 6 heads turn to face you, opening the door.
To be clear, those heads are attached to something.
Yes, they're all attached to bodies.
Not just heads.
6 floating heads.
6 floating heads turn to face you.
It's a 3-tiered room. So the section that you're on is the lowest tier, and it raises up about 5 feet for each tier. There's a set of stairs in the middle of each tier leading upwards. On the first set of stairs are 2 death Driders. The same Driders that you found yourself coming across in the, I believe it was the dining hall or the barracks 1 floor up. The same type of Driders. You also recognize something that you saw run away from you. Someone who ran away from you earlier. The Drider with the long bow,
The hottie.
and the sharp fangs.
As soon as Nidex sees that one and goes, God damn it, guys, I told you we should have killed that thing.
We should have destroyed the coffin.
Nobody listens to Nidex, though.
I listened. I lacked the means.
Yeah, so here I'll kind of just array everything that's out in front of you guys. So you've got first the vampire Drider that you previously encountered. Then you've got the death Driders. The top of the first tier, because the death Driders and the Drider vampire are arrayed on the stairs of the first tier and on the second tier. On the top of the stairs of the third tier is a large construct, looking really similar to the constructs that you just took care of in the room that you're coming from now.
Oh, good. The ones that can't hurt me.
And finally, almost looking a little bit out of place, a small humanoid woman wearing a shining silver, maybe mithril, set of plate armor. I shouldn't say plate armor, let's be more specific. Breastplate.
Not what I was expecting.
This chick looks holy as fuck.
Female Duergar alchemist.
You can see clearly that there are markings on her forearms that look like they're scars. They look to be in a particular pattern that actually is etched throughout her armor and on her fine blue cape that she's wearing as well.
Sick tribal tats, sis.
Honestly, that artwork's so fucking cool.
That cape looks pretty tattered. It does not look that fine.
Aren't Duergar supposed to be dwarves? This doesn't look like a dwarf at all.
Yeah, it's supposed to be Duergar,
Yeah,
like
it's-
the Underdark dwarves.
Yeah, it is kind of weird.
It looks much more like a
Yeah,
halfling
yeah.
or gnome, yeah. Zwerfneblin. That's all right. I'll live with it. It's very cool, though.
Where's the beard?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Where's the beard?
She has pale gray skin, ashen gray hair with touches of white streaked throughout them, and she has this sad cast to her eyes that you can
sad.
see.
About to be more sad when she dies.
As you enter in and you kind of take stock of all of the people, Driders mostly.
The villains?
The villains in this room. The Drider vampire, her eyes go wide and she turns to face the Duergar woman and says, "It's them! It's them! Be careful! They're more dangerous than they look."
I'm just a clown.
A dangerous clown? Never mind, she's speaking in Undercommon. You can't hear that.
Oh, damn it.
So in Undercommon, she turns back and says to the Duergar that
Now we don't have to be enemies here.
as the Duergar woman kind of puts her hand up to her chin and strokes it a little bit in thought, and the Death Driders are skittering back and forth a touch. They look anxious. They don't know any better. They look like they want to leap out at you. The Vampire Drider looks just a tad hesitant, and even the Iron Golem standing stoutly at the top of the last tier, barring access up to the top. She thinks. And then in Undercommon, she looks down to the vampire and says, "Honestly, I've been looking for something to break the boredom. Come, let us kill the intruders." Roll for initiative.
Your mistake.
Oh, weird. We're first. I wonder what's going to happen.
No, I mean, Wizard goes first, but then the two of them go.
I just meant me and Ted.
And then the rest of us. And then the rest of them.
At the word of "let's kill the intruders" from the obvious leader of this band of villains, the Death Driders begin to lurch forward. But at the top of round one, Wizard, you're first.
Trying to figure out how far I have to shoot this in to not engulf Peach Pie and Nidek. I'm going to Eclipse Burst the room because I understood everything she just said.
It's true.
Are bursts on a middle of a square or a corner?
Bursts are corners.
Corners. Before I do that, though, my first action, I want to do a recall knowledge and try to remember what the fuck I know about Driders. Because I don't remember. Ted doesn't remember. Does the Wiz remember?
There's spiders.
Did I make a check on these before?
If you ask me if the Wiz remembers, the answer is no, regardless of the question.
Ted doesn't remember, the Wiz doesn't remember. Okay. I accept that. So first action will be Arcana check to figure out what they are.
Okay.
I get a 44.
A 44 is going to be enough to identify the Death Driders. With a circumstance bonus here, or a reduction in the DC, because you have actually done this already. You just don't remember the details.
I accept that.
Yeah, that's a critical success. 3 pieces of information.
Weaknesses, resistances, immunities.
No weaknesses, no resistances, but immunities to death effects, disease, paralyze, poison, and unconscious. These Driders are undead.
Special abilities.
Special abilities, they're known for their webs, which they can shoot at a range, as well as their venom. And the venom will deal poison damage and drain your constitution, or impose the drained condition.
Now I Eclipse Burst the room.
Hell yeah.
And I did that blind. I did not know where they were exactly. I just did a circle based on not hitting Peach Pie and Nidek.
You managed to get all 6 of them.
It does look like I hit all 6.
So we got some reflex saves coming out here. It's looking pretty good in their favor. We've got 3 successes, 1 critical success, and 2 failures. One of the Death Driders fails, and the Vampire Drider also fails.
I roll 54 damage between my 8d10 and 8d4. And the 8d4 is negative towards living creatures.
Negative towards living creatures.
So none of them, except for the Duergar, should have taken that. Because the construct's not technically living, is it?
No, constructs are not living.
So the construct takes no damage from any of that. The only one that actually takes full damage is the Duergar.
Cool with that. I was really hoping for a crit fail from something, but I accept it.
They succeeded the save, so they only take 27 of your 54 damage.
I poked them all. I helped, guys. Well, except for like 2 that took no damage. I poked 4 of them.
Just under 100 damage between the 4, which is still a decent amount.
I'll take it.
Well, and after the Wizard shoots off a Eclipse Burst into the room, Peach Pie and Nidek, you'd realize pretty quickly that it doesn't really look like it had affected the 2 Death Riders up front as much as it could have. Which takes us to one of those Death Driders. It's going to use its first action to stride forward. With a single stride action, strides down to the lower level, because this is one that was on the 2nd tier of the 3-tier apartment, and makes a web attack versus Peach Pie. This is within its first range increment. Or sorry, it's outside of its first range increment. So it's going to take a -2 on this. Peach Pie does a bad hit you.
No, a bad does not hit me.
29. That was just awful. First action, second action. It's gonna do it again. It's gonna give it another shot. It didn't go well. It's just shooting webs
Fuck off with your 31.
31 misses. All right, well, that's going to be that Death Rider's turn, which is going to take us over to one of the Death Riders that's on the first set of stairs, going from Tier 1 up to Tier 2. And it will use its first action to stride forward about 10 feet away from Peach Pie and will bite at Peach Pie.
Idiots. It's gonna miss.
Shit, he doesn't actually have range. So this Death Rider actually comes and stands in front of the doorway, blocking the entire doorway. It misses its first Fangs attack against Peach Pie with a 35 to hit. I didn't realize Peach Pie's got that stupid mischance. Third action to bite at Peach Pie again. Die. Oh, nat 20. Oh,
No, yeah.
Nat 1 on the concealment for the mischance. Stupid mist form potion. Who told you to start utilizing your character, David? Well, then after that one, just
And even
right over the mist.
if that wouldn't have worked, I still had the ability to roll a d20 to see if I could knock that crit down to a regular hit.
That's right.
Because of my fortification.
Damn. Well, Peach Pie's defense is shining here a little bit. That's going to take us over to Jebediah. It's your turn.
Well, I will move up to get in sight of the room, and someone's made a convenient bubble for me, and I will sunburst.
Now, this is the one I'm actually scared of.
This is the one that's going to hurt the undead.
I'm not even going to target the construct.
All right, so we need reflex saves for Sunburst.
Oh boy.
Not good for that.
Crit failure on the leader.
Yeah, so the Druidguard does crit fail with a natural 1 on the die. The Death Driders, 2 of them fail, and 2 of them succeed. Oh, good God. Okay, so that positive damage only deals it to undead creatures, right?
That's just the fire. I still haven't rolled the positive.
That's justifier.
Sorry, what?
I haven't rolled the positive yet.
Okay, so then untarget the leader because she's not undead.
Right.
Oh my God, there's so many dice.
It's 1 positive, 45 fire.
That's a lot of damage.
Well,
Guess what's happening next time?
guess what happens now?
That fails.
Moonburst.
More fucking
It's
sunburst?
still my time. But you forget what happens.
The leader is blind now, right?
I was just going to say, yeah, the main chick's blind.
Crit fails blinded.
The creature is permanently blind.
Because of the crit failure? And as the sunburst goes off and fills the entire room, the golem doesn't take any of the damage. The Driders get rocked by it, taking, in some cases, over 100 points of damage. And the leader that's in the back goes to cover her eyes after the sunburst. She's caught completely off guard, and she screeches, "Ah!
My eyes!
I can't see! You monsters!
We tried to talk this out.
Die!"
Is she facing the other wall?
Yes, she says it.
she's just like staring at the wall. Die! Oh, good God. I was fucking worried about this fight. Why the fuck was I worried about this fight?
Because you forget AoE.
I was gonna say, we're
AoEs.
They're so strong.
AoEs.
Dude, that's all I have anymore is chain lightnings and sunbursts. Sprinkled in with some heals.
So Jeb, are you all done now?
Yeah, I really was done. I just wanted to make sure he was
You have
aware
one
that
more action,
the
don't
bitch
you?
is blind.
Uh,
No, I
you
moved.
moved.
I think he moved over.
Because for some reason I was standing on the table.
Well then, I'm assuming, and I've already, if this is the exact same as the other one, I already know that cold and silver does not bother the large construct, so I'm not going to put them in this, but everybody else needs to give me a reflex save.
All right, well, we got
Went better for them this time.
3 successes and 2 failures.
No crit failures, no crit successes. Okay, so it should be, geez, not great rolls, 40 damage to, is this the normal damage? Yeah, it gets worse, because the undead also take 45 or half of 45, depending on whether they saved or failed. Because Moonburst also has extra damage for undead.
It does. Okay. It's at this moment where I'm like, don't people bitch about blaster casters? Why do people bitch about blaster casters in 2E?
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a melee fighter.
Jesus. Shut up, Jeb.
Except in book 5 when I'm not. I love that we have 3 eclipse, sun, and moon. like we just fucking threw like the solar system at these guys. Basically.
So let's see, 3. All 4 of the undead are heavy damage.
Not even like some of them haven't even gone yet. Yikes. All right, well, what was it? Eclipse burst, sunburst, moonburst. Just boom, boom, boom. This room just turns into
A colorful explosion of death.
yeah, just like one right after the other.
And then last action, what do I want to do?
I just move out of line of sight of them. Fuck it.
No, I'm going to use my vision of weakness on medium humanoid. If the creature has any weaknesses, you learn them, as well as which of the 3 saving throws it is its lowest.
No weaknesses. Will is its lowest save.
And then +2 bonus to my next attack roll before the end of my turn, so that's not going to happen. So, okay.
All right.
Attack that guy's mind. He's not very strong-willed.
Do you want me to get through this skull first? Because that's really what I'm good at.
Well, yeah, you deal with the thing right in front of you.
All right.
Hisses at you. Peach Pie, it's your turn.
Peach Pie does nothing nearly so interesting as everybody else. He rages and hits things with his hammer. So,
You don't have an AoE rage or some bullshit like that?
nope. I don't. Nope. I just smack shit and don't get crit. Swing 1 at the big spider in front of me. Get a 34 to hit.
Roll a fucking 4 on the die. Yeah, that hits.
Yeah, didn't roll very well, but that's all right. I still hit him. And we smack him for 62 damage.
And it is not looking great. You break one of its spider legs and it snaps, and some ichor starts pouring out of it. And it hisses at you again. Because fuck you, Peach Pie.
I'm really tempted to not actually kill it and just let it be an impediment for all of the other things that want to get up and trying to attack us. But no, we're going to kill it.
God.
Action 3, I attack it a second time, and I get a 36 to hit.
That'll hit.
And I deal it 42 damage.
And you completely destroy this thing. You smash this humanoid body off of its spider torso. And as you do, I need Nidek and Peach Pie to give me reflex saves because it explodes in a spray of spiders.
36.
43.
Nidek, you critically succeed. Peach Pie, take 5 points of damage.
We'll just take that off of my 20 temp HP.
Sure. A very light splash of spiders just kind of hits your breastplate and bounces off.
Hey, that just hit the grass, doesn't it?
If I felt like being really mean, I would say Bernard give me a reflex
Yeah,
save, but
yeah,
I'm not going to
yeah.
do that. I don't have that precedent set.
He'd spend every combat hanging way the fuck back if that were the case.
Yeah, legitimately.
He stands in a corner and journals everything down.
Then as Peach Pie smashes this Drider in front of him and it just sprays into pieces, the vampire yells at the Death Driders, "You fools! Don't let them choke point you!" One of the Death Driders that's on the first set of stairs leading up kind of turns back to listen to the vampire telling him not to get bottlenecked again, and uses its first action to shoot a web at Peach Pie, which has gone so well so far. Peach Pie does a 41 hit.
It does.
And I get an 11 to overcome your mischance, which hits. Peach Pie, you are immobilized
That's really going to help him with the bottleneck.
after that hit. After that first action, the Drider then strides forward and actually goes off to the side of the door, out of sight for everyone. So comes forward towards Peach Pie and then skitters off to the side, out of sight.
Which obviously means out of mind, right?
It's out of my mind.
Which takes us over to the Vampire Drider. The Vampire Drider has a thing to consider. The Vampire Drider has her short bow out. She's got a composite short bow and is going to take a shot at Peach Pie.
Hello.
who's right up front.
He's immobilized.
Peach Pie does a 35 hit you with your -1 for being immobilized.
Oh, yeah. Only because I'm also raging does it hit. But, mischance, please, sir.
Oh, that's right, mischance. All right, here comes the mischance roll. Oh, 6 on the die. Oh, just barely. So she's going to hit you from the short bow, take 24 points of damage.
All right. Hey, that's a weapon.
That is a
I removed
weapon.
7 of it.
That is a weapon. Good job remembering. She's going to use her second action to stride behind one of the desks, and her third action to take cover.
Okay.
Does immobilized actually reduce your AC?
Oh, it doesn't. If you're immobilized by you just can't use any action with the move trait. If you're immobilized by something holding you in place and an external force would move you out of your space, you must succeed a check. But yeah, the only thing the immobilized trait does is make it so that you can't use any action with the move trait.
So she wouldn't have even hit me. My AC is 36 when I'm raging.
When you're raging, it's 36.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, what kind of bow does she have?
It's a +2 bow.
And that would make it a 34.
Well, then she would have hit. All right. I'll put my
6.
back.
Take your damage.
To 2.
Give me something, David.
You have dealt me 2 wounds.
Stupid temporary hit points. Stupid sexy barbarian.
They are good.
All right, so that's her turn. She takes a pot shot and then moves off to hide, which takes us over to the leader.
Where are you going? Thought you were so ready for a fight here.
Good one, Nidak.
The leader uses her first action
To blindly stumble around.
to shout out a dire warning to her allies.
What, that she's blind and can't do anything?
Shut the fuck up!
Her situation is dire. My situation is dire. This is a warning.
It's dire. So this action is a one-action ability called Dire Warning. She shouts out, "Kill them! The punishments of that Shrine mets out for failure are harsh." And then she starts feeling around in the air, looking for things. Kill them!
It rather loses something when you're blind and flailing about. Try to have more composure next time.
She uses all 3 actions to go and hide behind a desk.
Does she hit her face on the desk as she's trying?
Damn it! Yes, she does. You know, I didn't realize this. When I have the blinded condition on her and I select her token, I can't see shit. Like,
Oh, really?
That's hilarious.
That's hilarious.
Okay. Which takes us over to the only one who's not going to listen to any direct commands, the large construct at the bottom of round 1. God, so much has happened. And it starts chugging forward. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20.
Come to me.
35, 40.
Come to me, construct that can't hurt me.
With all 6 actions, she
6.
down
Holy
the
fuck.
stairs. Only has a 20-foot move. Has that iron sword out and stands right behind the body of the dead Drider.
Did you mean with all 3 actions?
That's what I said. Did I say 4?
You
I
said
think
6.
you said 6.
6?
You said 6.
Sorry, I'm trying to overcompensate for getting my ass
I
kicked.
think you were thinking 60 feet.
Yeah, I was thinking 60 feet.
You
Thank
probably meant 60 feet, but yeah, you're with all 6 actions.
She moves 60 feet with all 3 actions and then ends their turn. That's the bottom of round 1, which takes us up to the top of round 2. Wizard.
Eclipse burst.
I was gonna say, end this, man.
I move into position behind Peach Pie. Drain bonded item. What level do I even have Eclipse Burst at? It's a 7. Yeah. Drain bonded item level 7. Eclipse Burst. I'm sure there's a spot somewhere here.
Okay.
Yeah. There's a spot.
The
that one's dead.
vampire and the Duergar are taking cover, so they get a +4 circumstance bonus to this reflex save.
What? That's not how bursts work.
They're taking cover, which provides a +4 circumstance bonus to AC to reflex saves against area effects. It's a basic action.
That is ridiculous.
Okay, so hits everybody but the Death Rider that's taking cover on the other side of the door. So some reflex saves here. The vampire gets a 39, which is a success. The Duragar gets a 38. Is that a success?
38 would be a success, yes, and 39 would also be a success.
So that means we have 2 successes and 1 critical success. So taking cover, doing a little bit of work here for the enemies, turning failures into successes.
So 22 damage, well, 45, but 22 for the successes. And then the humanoid will take... The humanoid's not undead, right?
No, it's not.
So it would take half of the 24, so it would take 12 of the negative damage for being living.
Yeah, the Drugar would take half.
The Duragar takes half, the spiders don't.
Yep.
Yeah, the spiders
don't.
don't take that.
So 36 to the Duragar.
36 to the Duragar, 22 to the Drider that succeeded, and 0 to the one that critically succeeded.
I think that take cover is bullshit, though, because that spell is originating from behind them where they're not covered.
That wasn't behind them.
What? It's like originating from like right here or in that vicinity. There's nothing in front of them at that point. They're taking cover from this from the other direction.
For the Drider, I could see it. For the humanoid, I think the take cover works.
No, I think it just works anyway. Like,
Yeah, that's how it reads.
Take cover doesn't specify, but
It doesn't.
it should be directional.
Yeah, you could even drop an AoE right next to their square behind them where it's not even where the cover that they're getting is, and they
Yeah.
would still get the +4 circumstance bonus.
I just think take cover is poorly worded.
Yeah, because it actually gives you either a +4 or a +2 based on actual cover. How does actual
so
cover?
cover is relative, so you might simultaneously have cover against one creature and not another. Cover applies only if your path to the target is partially blocked. If a creature is behind and entirely behind a wall or the like, you do not have line of effect. Yeah, the Durgar has some cover there, but from where that spell is centered,
The Drider doesn't.
the Drider has no cover. There's nothing between it and that.
No, I actually think you're right on this, so I'm going to come back on it. The Vampire Drider doesn't get any cover, so fails with a 35. So I'm going to increase her damage here. I think that's it.
That is my turn.
And I predict a lively debate in the Discord after this episode airs.
I expect it as well. Then after the wizard, that takes us over to Death Drider number 2. This is the one that went first last time. It uses its first action to shoot a web at Nidek. It's going to be outside of its first rage increment.
And I've got cover.
You do have at least lesser cover, so add a +1 to your AC on this. Gets a 33 to hit.
Nope.
And the web shot misses. They then follow their allies' lead and skitter down towards the entrance of the room and then off to the side, out of sight. Except for Peach Pie can still see this one, actually. But that's okay. It takes its web shot and then goes off to the side, kind of getting out of the way, hopefully avoiding its imminent death. But we all know that that's unavoidable. Jebediah, it's your turn.
Hey. Alright, enough. So that one's dead. You just cleared it out, right?
So yeah, that body's difficult terrain right there up front.
I cast Control Sand.
Control sand. Does there need to be sand in the environment?
Sure doesn't.
No.
I mean, I could double check, but you whip up a small sandstorm around your body.
So nope. Jeb becomes engulfed with the sandstorm.
Let's see. And then I choose to make a sand blast and shoot the Drider right in front of me. And he needs a reflex save.
All right.
He succeeds, so he'll take half of 8d6. 12 damage. Raw.
12 damage. Drider number 1. All right, then after Jebediah enters the room and whips up a sandstorm, Nidek, it's your turn.
I'm not really sure what to do here. I don't really want to go get too close to that construct. Can't really hurt the construct. Can't see the guys on either side, so I'm not really sure where they're at. But that one will reach. I will use a reach painful vibrations on medium humanoid.
Oh, going all the way back. Now they're still under the effects of take cover. Is this going to make a difference?
Fortitude save, no.
Then no. All right, they get a 45 on the fortitude save.
Oh, well, that's pretty good. They'll only take half damage, and none of the other secondary effects, so it will take 22 sonic damage.
All right, it takes all of it. And this is not going well, Zenadikev. You're telling me.
And that's all 3 of my actions, because I used reach.
Then after Nidek, Peach Pie, you're immobilized, caught by a spider web, but it's your turn.
What do I got to do to get out of it? Athletics check?
Well, first you are just going to take 3d6 piercing damage because you're in the spider web. So take 10 points of damage, and then an escape action.
All right. Athletics check. How about a 39?
A 39 is a success.
I break out.
You have to give me a reflex save here as well.
Oh, well, I'm not very good at those. 27.
A 27 will fail. The sharp shards that are stuck in this web that you're pulling off of your body expose you to the Death Drider venom. Give me a fortitude save.
Jesus Christ. Now that I don't care about.
Yeah, I know.
Absolutely get fucked with 42.
With a 42 is a critical success without your fancy fortitude bullshit.
And then now give me a fortitude save.
Wait, what? Why?
He's in my sandstorm.
Oh, it's not its turn.
He's in my sand.
No.
Peach Pie's in my sandstorm.
Oh, he is.
I thought that was only if you used it to create that type of sandstorm. Is it?
That's if I blow it up. Like always, there's a 5-foot emanation of it. If I blow it up to the
Seriously?
30-foot one, that's the suffocation. When this one's just a silly.
45, Jeb.
Yeah, you're good. You're not dazzled, and you're immune to the dazzling effect for 10 minutes.
Jeez.
Yeah, so like the basic thing of sandstorm is just a 5-foot emanation, and then I can choose to make it the 30-foot.
Nice. Okay.
Now I am out of the immobilized, right?
You are now out of the immobilized.
And all of that was just one action.
That was all just one action.
Action 2, I move up to the construct because I'm the only one who actually deal any damage. And I hit it with my third action.
Wham.
39 to hit.
That'll hit.
And I deal it 51 damage. Looks like it was partially resisted.
It does resist some of it, but you're also dealing sonic and electricity damage to this thing.
I am dealing sonic and electricity damage.
The electricity damage slows the construct.
Okay.
Other than that, it doesn't actually take any of that damage, so
Any of that 1 damage.
yeah, it took 33 instead of 36. First time the construct's been hit, but it's slowed. Gonna make a big difference here. I'm super salty about this, by the way, if you couldn't tell. Then after Peach Pie, that's going to take us over to the Death Drider that Jeb just sandblasted. Uses its first action to step up to Jebediah. Uses its second action to attempt to make a fang attack on Jeb.
Fortitude save.
Oh, nat 20.
Fortitude save.
Does that happen just as
You
he
moved
jumped?
into my sandstorm.
So that would happen before.
Yeah. When it starts a turn or moves in. I mean, I don't think it's going to change in that 20. I don't think it can do that. But
So 28 on the fortitude save.
he's dazzled for as long as he remains in my sandstorm.
Dazzled while in the sandstorm. Okay.
So all creatures are concealed to him. So he has to make a concealment check.
Roll that mischance.
That actually might make the difference on this nat 20. Oh, come on. Oh, man, that looked like a
Damn it.
4 for a second. 14 to overcome the mischance.
Yeah.
So, Jeb, you are going to take 53 points of piercing damage, and I need you to give me a fortitude save.
34.
A 34 is a success.
These are some book 5 vibes, eh?
These Death Riders suck, dude. All right, third action is going to be another attempt at a bite here, but only gets a 30 to hit.
Miss.
All right, well, that's going to take us over to the vampire spider. Is going to step out from behind cover, point at Jebediah, and shoot a finger of death at Jebediah. Give me a fortitude save.
35.
A 35 is a failure. Now, Finger of Death is pretty straightforward.
I
Jem,
die.
you just take 70 points of negative damage.
Oh, okay.
If it reduces your hit points to 0, you die instantly. But since it doesn't kill you outright, you will take 70 points of damage. And that's the Vampire Drider's turn. Takes us over to the Durgar. She uses 2 actions to cast a spell, and she disappears. Uses her 3rd action to do something you're not quite sure because she's invisible.
Is she aware of where she's going?
You hear a thud. Thud. She's trying to hide and work her way around this desk while invisible. All right, well, that's going to take us over to the Large Construct. The Large Construct knows one thing, and one thing only.
Smash.
Swing big, heavy iron sword. Peach Pie. Does a 36 hit you?
On the money.
On the money. Rolls a 15 for the mischance.
Is that a weapon?
It's a weapon.
Hell yeah.
Iron sword will deal you 36 damage.
29.
Fine. Swing for a second time. This time getting a 35 to hit. And because
Load.
it's slowed, that's all of its actions. You're right. Thank you. Well, that takes us up to the top of round 3. Wizard, it's your turn.
There's so many things to do with, like, none of them really work. I'm not good against undead things that I can't see. I don't really want to walk in the room.
Yeah, they have kind of spread out at this point.
You know, and I have line of sight on nothing but the construct that I can't really do anything against.
Can you see the Drider bitch? Magic missile her.
Can't see any. Oh, I can see.
She stepped out from cover and didn't have enough actions to step back into cover.
How far away is she? About 80. Do I have anything that reaches that far? Anything fun that reaches that far? I do, and it's a spell I haven't used before. That could be fun.
What? I don't like the sound of that. Tell me.
I do.
It's not that bad.
Okay.
We'll see what happens.
All right. You gonna tell me what spell it is? Or you're gonna cast it first.
I fire a 8th level polar ray
Oh shit!
and get a 39 to hit.
Fuck. A 39 hits.
Okay, I'm almost certain there's no save on this. There is not. That is 10d8 for 35 damage, and she is drained 2. Is she immune to drained? In undead?
I believe she is. Give me a second to be sure.
I assume as well.
She is not immune to the drained condition.
Reduce her max HP and reduce her HP by 2, or 2 times whatever her shit is. However drained works.
The polar ray shoots out from the wizard's finger and hits the vampire Drider right in the chest. And as it hits, this cascading cold crystals just spread across from the point of impact. And then she disappears into a cloud of dust and motes of ice crystals. She's dead.
Yay, I did something ice related. Made that a thing and never actually did anything with ice spells.
She uses a free action, which trigger is the vampire is reduced to 0 HP, and she uses her turn to mist ability. So she is just a cloud of mist amongst the ice crystals of her dying body. And she's effectively out of the fight. And as she's dying...
And I would assume she remains drained too.
I mean, I don't know how that works for a vampire at 0 HP, so...
Her mist is drained too.
Alright, after the wizard blasts the vampire Drider into mist, that takes us over to one of the Death Driders. He uses their first action to step up to Peach Pie. He uses their second action to make a fang attack against Peach Pie. 35 to hit. That'll miss. And it's got to keep trying. Gives another attempt at a bite attack here that gets another 35, which is a miss. All right, Jebediah, it's your turn.
I will use my free concentration check to sustain a spell and shoot.
It's free for you?
It sure is. Effortless concentration.
Oh, you have effortless concentration? It's such a good class feat, man.
And I will sandblast the one in front of me.
Not even hit it with your axe? What?
I'm doing the sandblast blast.
Oh, that's right. You get that as part of the constant
The
early.
fucking free action for this, too, at this point.
Jesus.
Reflex save, right?
Yeah.
33.
That's so good.
23 damage.
23. Takes all of it. 23 damage for a free action.
And then I swing.
Bitch.
33 will miss.
I attempt to cast a spell.
Fuck.
Does it do anything?
No, it doesn't have an attack of opportunity.
Half damage from a Tempest Surge.
The 44 in the reflex.
52 damage, half. 26.
So it takes 26 damage. Boy, that Drider is not looking good. All right, well then after Jebediah sustains a spell, attacks with an axe, and then casts Tempest Surge in one round, Nidek, it's your turn.
We'll start off with the old-fashioned 2-action heal on Mr. Jebediah. So he's going to get 65 hit points back.
Hey, thanks. I was going to do it myself, but I wanted to do a bunch of things.
That was a very cool turn for Jeb.
I was actually just going to say, Jeb, you got a really cool, very efficient, and like a fucking magus over here.
Yeah, this is more of a magus than my magus is.
Kind of. Did you have to move for that or no?
I did not know.
Oh, okay, so you still have the one action.
I cast Guidance on Peach Pie.
Thanks. I'll remember it.
Well, speaking of the Clown Eternal, Peach Pie, it's your turn.
Using guidance, I attack the Death Drider to my west. Let's just see if we can get rid of him.
But I can, attack the Death Driders. I can't hurt the construct.
Well, I'm going to kill it, sorry.
No, it was a 37 to hit because you manually added it, but he added the effect to you. Yeah, it's still a critical hit.
I kill it.
Yeah, the 87, you smash this thing into the ground and give me a reflex save as you smash it into a spray of
These
spiders.
fucking spiders. Hey, 41.
Hey, 41 is a critical success. You take no damage.
Good. I'm still a little grossed out, though. Bernard picks little spider legs out of his fur. And then we'll attack the large construct twice, I suppose. 36 to hit.
That'll hit.
So we'll deal him 60 minus 8, which I guess is 52. We'll take 8 out of that.
Okay.
And he's slowed. And actually, instead of attacking with my third action, I'm going to use Awesome Blow and try and knock it back and down.
Oh.
So, athletics check versus its fortitude DC. I get a 43.
A 43 versus Fortitude DC is a success.
It is a success. All right.
It is.
It goes back 5 feet and falls on its butt, and I follow.
All right, so it knocks the construct prone.
Now slowed and prone.
Control.
I'm done.
Then after Peach Pie, that's going to take us over to the Drider that is engaging with Jebediah. Since it's already adjacent to Jebediah, it's going to make a melee attack with its fangs. Ooh, rolled a 16 on the die, 43 to hit.
Roll that dice.
Oh, I actually do damage.
No, concealed.
Yeah, you're
shit.
You're dead.
That,
Yeah,
that's
so
the
dead.
dice you mean.
Yeah. I mean, you can roll the other dice too.
Oh my god, you guys are insanely effective tonight. It's just frustrating. I rolled a 3 to overcome the mischance and just don't. Jeb,
Just wait. I mean,
27 damage back.
Don't worry, you'll swallow me whole in a session or two, and I'll get broke.
I could easily make a whole bunch of misform elixirs and give literally everybody concealment in every combat if we really wanted to.
Really didn't want you to make that realization. I made that realization last week.
Oh, yeah, no, I thought about it.
Well, then after it misses with its actually decent attack, it's going to make another attempt. 39, which will theoretically hit. No way! I rolled that one to overcome the mischance, and it doesn't.
Dude, my storms are scary, bro.
Your storms are insanely scary. It's not mindless necessarily. It's going to use its third action to climb up the wall that you are both adjacent to.
Attack of opportunity.
Yeah, it doesn't know any better.
Kill it. That's you, Jeb.
Sorry, what'd you say?
Attack of opportunity.
It's using its third action to move up the wall, crawl up the wall, and get out of range of your axe and your sandstorm.
Let's see.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm feeling good.
Critical. That's
47 is a critical hit.
65 damage.
And you slice it in half as it begins to make its way up the wall, and it dies in an explosion of spiders. Give me a reflex save.
It's gonna get in your beard. No.
Gross. I dodge all of them with a natural 20, a negative 20.
I just see in slow motion all these spiders, and Jeb just kind of goes thin, and you see a camera looking at Jeb's face, and there's one heading right at him, and his eyes are focused on it, and he goes, and it goes off to the side.
Blows it away.
Slow motion.
Oh, my God.
Now, see, I was more picturing like all these spiders like burst towards him, but the sandstorm whipping around him just
Oh, that's even
shoves
better.
them all,
There you go.
knocks them all away.
Well, that takes us over to our Duragar, who is currently hiding and is doing a thing that you are not aware of. But anyways, yep, it goes past their turn. They do something. You're not quite aware of what it is, but yes, it is the large construct's turn next. The large construct loses their first action because they're slowed one, uses its second action to stand. Peach Pie.
Attack of opportunity. Aww. I hit with a 3 on the die.
Because they're prone at the time of hit.
I deal it 53 damage.
Gets reduced down to...
Oh, yeah, I guess. Sorry. Yeah, take an additional 7 off of that from the magical stuff.
So 31 total.
All right, but also slowed again.
Also slowed again.
It gets one action to do something.
Yeah, it swings at you with its weapon to get to 37 to hit. And I roll an 18
Hey.
this chance. Hey,
Look at that. Look at that.
Actually dealing damage here. Peach Pie, you were going to take...
And then it deals you weapon damage.
Yeah, exactly. 28 points of damage with its iron sword.
Aw, but I don't want to change my wounds. They're at 69.
Nice.
I do, though. They're at 62.
All right. Okay, well, that's the large construct's turn. That's going to take us to the top of round 4. Wizard, it's your turn.
Move into the room 40 feet. See that everything's pretty much dead but the construct, and I just keep moving forward.
Okay.
Wizard, I believe the Duergar went invisible.
I use all 3 of my actions to walk in there and be like, oh, that's why she's missing. Thumbs up.
God, you have so much speed. You get all the way to the back of the room with that.
Yeah.
From outside.
Fast ass elf.
40-foot movement speed.
He saw an attractive Duergar. He wants to get in there and diplomatize.
She is pretty cute.
Hello. We don't need to kill you if you just give up. everything else is dead but the construct, and I don't think that's gonna last more than like 6 seconds.
Strangely specific.
Probably lasts a little longer than that.
Maybe 12.
Maybe.
12 at the most. 12 seconds at the most. I'll talk to you in like 6 to 12 seconds. It's cool. And I end my turn.
All oddly specific. She doesn't respond. Jebediah, it's your turn.
I will use my concentration check to cast Sandstorm and turn my 5-foot emanation into a 30-foot emanation.
Jesus Christ.
Jeb, you're getting close to me with that sandstorm. Oh, the sand. There's sand in my sleeves.
Jeb, what are you doing here, man?
I'm just standing here. She's gonna start suffocating if she's in this area of 30 feet.
Yeah, I was gonna say you move deeper into the room.
And the Wiz is also gonna start suffocating unless he moves out. Sorry, boss.
All right. After Jeb goes to start strangling the wizard unintentionally, Nidek, it's your turn.
Nidek like reaches into his pack and fumbles around. Now, I know I got something for this here. And pulls out a wand
Oh.
and casts True Seeing on himself.
Oh, fuck. Okay. It's all your actions, though, right?
Yes, that's all my actions. But if something within 60 feet, I get there's a secret counteract check to see if I can see it.
Way further than 60 feet away right now.
Yeah. I'm just guarding the door basically so that I can't like sneak through the door, hopefully.
Yeah, because you're not actually in the room. You're just standing outside the doors.
Correct. It took all 3 actions to draw and cast.
Well, then after Nidek pulls out the counter Tyler's bullshit wand, Peach Pie, it's your turn.
We'll just keep whacking on this construct. Action 1, swing. I miss with my first attack then. I'm going to hit it with that second one, though, and we'll deal it 52 damage. 6 of that is the magic stuff.
All right.
And I guess with my third action, we'll just try an awesome blow it again and get a 43.
Which is a success.
I knock it back another 5 feet, down, and follow.
Well, now it's prone again. Then after Peach Pie, that's going to take us over to the large construct.
I don't know if you want to like secretly roll for yourself, but if she happens to be in my thing, she'll have to reflex save or take 66.
She has to reflex save on this on her turn?
On her turn, if she's in it, she has to take reflex save. It takes 64 slashing damage, and if she doesn't leave, she's going to start suffocating.
And your save is a 36, right? Or is it 37?
37.
37? Okay, got it. Noted. Okay, well, then the large construct, because they're slowed 1, is going to lose their first action, and then on their ass opens up their iron golem mouth and begins to exhale a poisonous cloud of gas.
Okay.
Peach Pie, give me a fortitude save. I'm not metagaming this construct. I know I'm wasting 2 actions. But
I roll a 3 and get a 36.
You get a 36?
Yeah.
Oh, are you fucking kidding me? DC 35. You save.
I critically succeed.
You rolled a 3 on the die and you critically succeeded.
Yeah.
Okay, that's its turn.
Wait, it didn't get up?
It's slowed, loses its first action, 2 actions to breath weapon.
Motherfucker. All right.
So there is an emanation of poison gas that is encompassing it and Peach Pie. All right, top of round 5. Wizard, it's your turn.
Jeb, you're getting sand in my sleeves, and at my first action, I start moving away to the far. Like
Not before you make a reflex save and take damage.
And start suffocating because you spoke.
Yep.
30, so I'm gonna take some damage. I bet.
Oh, damn, dude. It's massive.
Jeff, you're about to deal more damage to the wizard than I've dealt to him in like 3 or 4 sessions.
Take 9 damage.
Ow! The sand.
I hate sand.
I need to moisturize. And then I moved to the corner. You said there's like a desk over here?
There is. And as you approach...
I take a seat at the desk.
As you approach the desk, your slime perks up, points to your east.
At what specifically?
There's magic.
I take a seat at the desk and let my slime do its thing and find the magic for me.
Yep, it's right to your left as you're sitting down at the desk.
Okay, that should take me probably 2 well, that's actually only 1 action to move there. 40 feet. Yeah. Okay, so second action, I investigate or I seek to try and find whatever the item is that the slime is going towards.
Okay, go ahead and give me your perception check.
40.
You hear faint, shallow, slightly panicked breathing. She's right next to you.
Oh.
Literally right next to you.
Like right next to me?
Literally right next to you.
And I got 1 action left?
You do?
I quick and cast Maze.
That is a teleportation spell.
It is.
Let's see what happens.
Ted just really wants to know what happens.
Do you want to find out whether or no you succeed or you fail before this?
I would like to know.
A 9 on the flat check at this point, given how many teleportation spells you've cast, is a failure.
Do we find out, guys?
I will not tell you the effects on this one.
Is the Wiz gonna die?
I will not tell you the effects on this.
My guess is your target is just fucking gone.
I'm a hero point it.
Oh!
A 16 is a success.
Okay. I mazed her.
Wait, hold on, let me just make a note about increasing this DC again.
Gotta be getting up there. I've used...
Dude, it's up there. A 16 succeeds, but
So like
not
14
by
or 15
much.
at this point?
It was 14. It's now 15.
Nice.
God, you really used it that many times.
Yes.
I've used it a decent amount of times.
Yes.
And somehow keep succeeding.
Oh, man. Okay.
I've hero pointed it a few times.
You have.
You have. All right. So you get the maze off. So she's hidden to you and not undetected. The hidden condition means that when you're targeting another creature, you have to make a flat check,
11.
which makes it on the dot.
That was
Okay.
close.
Yep.
She's mazed, and she's blind in my maze. Have fun with that.
The magic that was that your spell slime detected is now gone, and the blind, nearly dead Duragar is now in a maze.
And I sit at the desk.
Cool. This is just an absolute clusterfuck for the villains. Just an absolute clusterfuck. Jebediah, it's your turn. I would imagine you see the wizard cast maze.
Yeah, and I walk towards him
Hey,
with a sandstorm brewing.
stop! Stop! She's in a maze.
I dismiss it.
So you don't sustain the spell.
Nah.
I start dumping sand out of my fucking sleeves.
I guess for fun, I will actually be serious. I'll just charge the construct and hang out next to it. For flanking purposes.
Jeb spends all of his action to flank the construct with Peach Pie. There is that poisonous cloud of gas that you're running into, so give me a fortitude save.
I love poisonous gas. 31.
A 31?
I hope that fails.
A 31 does fail.
Oh no! Do I instantly die?
No, you take some poison damage.
Okay.
Jeb take 8 points of poison damage, and you are also drained 1. So Jeb takes some poison damage and loses some constitution. That takes us over to Nidek. It's your turn.
Yeah, Nidex still has nothing to do. Moves up a little bit.
Stepping through and around all the dead spiders.
Yep, lots of dead undead. Dead undead.
Destroyed undead? Yeah.
And, you know, we got lots of low-level spells. I'm just gonna start healing the boys here. Just in case something pops up.
Like a dead vampire?
Yeah. like a vampire drider. Give Peach Pie 44 hit points.
She would be so stupid to try and pop back in here and fight us. That would just be the dumbest thing she could possibly do.
As she sees us just toying with each other, like I'm fucking with the wizard is just casting maze spells on invisible things.
Peach Pie just soloing this thing.
Nidex wandering around.
This combat's just devolved into now Peach Pie beating on a construct and everybody else wandering amongst dead driders.
Nope. Thanks for the heal, though, Nidek.
Nidek, I'm very hurt. Jeb hurt me.
Peach Pie, it's your turn.
Yeah, we attack the
This thing is
construct.
still prone. You are gonna have to give me a fortitude save, though.
Okay. I crit it, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that. Give me a fortitude save.
42. Oh, wait,
success.
46 because it's poison.
Yeah, critical success.
So, yeah, we'll deal it some damage. 91 of it. Oh, thank God. Do I actually destroy it?
Let's see, excess of 7.
12. 12 damage is the magic.
Then yeah, no, you wouldn't destroy it.
All right. We swing at it again. Ooh, a 33 misses while it's prone.
It does.
I'll use my hero point. Why bother? No, I don't. Why bother? I'm just going to swing at it again.
Swing again.
There we go. That's a 35.
35
Now it's
hits.
toast.
Peach Pie, you smash the iron golem into clattering, clanging pieces, and it clatters all over the floor. It's destroyed.
I'm done.
Can it use a survival check for the maze?
The maze? Yeah, it's perception or survival, it says. So I'm assuming it's going to do survival since perception automatically fails when it's blind.
Yeah. There is absolutely no way for it to find its way out of the maze with a perception check, so the only option it has is survival.
Does it have survival?
She does, yes. She gets a 44 on her survival check.
Sad. She's on her way to finding the way out. It's a success, not a critical success.
Got it, so she's on the right
She's
path.
fucking blind.
She's feeling her way along the walls.
She can smell the exit.
I mean, she's gonna use her other actions to do some things.
Let's just heal herself.
She does, inside of the maze, drink 2 potions. I think this really boils down to the wizard and the Duergar at this point. Does anybody... Well, wizard, it is your turn at the top of round 6.
Okay. Is there anything at the desk?
There's tons of stuff at the desk. There's scattered sheafs of notes and annotations and...
Nothing I can get to this round. Okay.
Yeah, nothing you can get to this round. Whatever, all the stuff that's here is going to take a little bit of time to study.
Guys, I got her in a maze over here, but she's blind, but I don't know how long she's going to be in there. And I use my first action to sustain, second action to light my pipe, and third action to continue to just sit here and smoke.
Did Jeb, Nidek, and Peach Pie want to do anything specific here, or can we just go to the maze roll here?
Yes, go to the maze roll.
I'm gonna get closer so that if they do get out,
Head move closer.
I can maybe see them with my true seeing.
Yeah, you guys go ahead and take your 3 actions all in tandem with each other. Tell me if you're going to use any spells or anything like that, but otherwise I think you're likely just going to be moving around.
Just moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, just moving.
I do probably go out of rage, I'd assume.
Oh, third action, I pet my spell slime. Good boy.
Good spell slime. It purrs.
Bubbles.
Your spell slime's name is Bubbles.
No, it's just trying to gurgles.
Oh.
It doesn't purr, it gurgles. All right, then let's do the survival check on this one. Let's see where it gets us. Not good. 30?
30's a fail.
30's a fail, so they don't make any progress, but they don't lose progress, correct?
Correct. It's not a critical failure.
Are you going to sustain it again?
Yes, I am, and I'm going to continue to pet my spell slime and smoke.
Got it.
Guys, it could come out any second, or not. I don't know. But I could sustain.
Any moment now. All right, so unless anybody wants to do anything with their actions on the round here. Nope, they get a 45 this time around.
Success, but not a critical success. So that would be they find their way out.
I was going to say they were already on the right path, right?
Yeah, I'm fairly certain it's out.
You don't see anything, but the spell slime starts reacting again. And Nidek, go ahead, or we're doing a counteract check with this, right?
Yes.
Do they make a counteract check, or do you make
I make a counteract check against their spell DC.
Okay, go ahead then.
Add the relevant skill modifier or other appropriate modifier to... Ted, how do I counteract? The D20 plus what?
It's really just a D20 plus your spell attack bonus.
Plus your spell attack roll, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Versus their DC.
So basically a spell attack roll. How about a 44?
That'll do it. You see the Duergar come out of the maze looking a little disoriented, just staring at nothing in particular, and kind of holds her hands out to get an idea of where she's at. And she puts her hands on the walls. She realizes where she is.
So that's technically only one action.
Well, then you have 2 more actions.
No, she has 2 more actions.
Oh, she has 2 more actions. That's right.
Oh, hey, you got out of there faster than I thought.
I suppose the spell slime perks up again.
Okay, all right. I surrender. I can't see anything. What have you done to me?
Well, I believe that's called being blind.
Obviously, I'm blind. That's what not being able to see anything means.
Have you been blind your whole life?
Then why'd you ask?
Damn it. It was a rhetorical question. It wasn't rhetorical. I'm frustrated.
Look, I understand. All of your friends are dead and you're now permanently blind. It's a lot to take in.
Yeah, they probably don't know that their friends are dead.
Oh, yeah, everything is dead. I'm sorry.
Oh, my.
Technically, the vampire has probably just gone back to its coffin.
Jeb Nida, can we fix blind? Is blind fixable?
We have the means.
If you're dead, do you consider that fixed?
Yeah, I mean, they're no longer blind.
True. Very good point.
Does that work for you?
I don't like the way this conversation is going. I have no desire to die.
We didn't like the way the conversation went earlier, and you still went that way, so that was your choice.
Yeah, we didn't want to die either.
No, this is true. She dismisses the invisibility.
I have a very important question to ask you.
Who is that? Is this the clown?
Yes, my name is Peach Pie. Hello.
Hello, Peach Pie.
Do you have any circus-like abilities?
God damn it.
Say yes. Say yes. I'm right next to it whispering, say yes.
I am good with organization and alchemical items?
Are you still good with them now that you're blind?
That's a good question. Probably not.
Then I wouldn't bring that up.
We can have the act of the blind alchemist.
We're having this conversation out loud right now.
Yeah, but they can't speak Undercommon.
No, she's speaking in common.
Yeah, but is the wizard speaking in common?
I'm speaking whatever the fuck I want.
I don't think it matters. I think we covered really early on. The wizard just responds in the appropriate language. It doesn't really realize that he's responding in the appropriate language. Yeah, she's speaking common.
You said something about Shrine before. What was that about Shrine?
Shrine. Yes, the Shrines. The Shrines are they punish. They punish those who fail them.
Have you failed them?
And she puts her hands on the desk, and then rests an arm on it, and then puts a hand on her forehead.
I mean, being dead would probably be failing them.
As of this point, yes, I have failed them.
I'd just like to say, I think your tattoos and the designs you carry over into your armor is very pretty.
That's Daizalan's mark, which shows me as his property.
Oh. I'm sorry.
Can I do a society or recall knowledge of some sort on that name?
Go ahead. Yeah, absolutely. Wizard, give me a society check.
Society?
Yeah.
Fucking scarification brand over here.
Yes.
46.
Wow.
Nidek gets a 36 and the wizard just kicks the shit out of his roll.
Well, the wizard actually gets a little bit of a circumstance bonus here because it's technically information that he, quote, knows. Daizalan Strain is part of the high nobility in Shrain. Daizalan is a mummy, a drow mummy.
Oh, good. So this person is a warrior servant of a drow mummy in Shrine.
Yes.
Cool.
You're that mummy's servant?
Daizalan, yes. Yeah, well, I mean, sort of. Servant? No, that's a generous word. I'm a slave.
We don't use that word. We like to use the word servant because it's less offensive, we feel. Here, speak to my servant. He's over there. I don't remember his name. I think it started with a K.
Kufar?
Kufar.
Air quotes, servant.
Well, I mean, if that's the way you're saying it, then this Kufa must be your slave as well. I don't believe in euphemizing something so obviously clear. I have no freedom. A servant chooses to leave.
Oh, he has freedom. He can leave.
Yes, Kufar can leave anytime he wants. It's just that we're in the middle of the Black Desert and it would mean certain death for him.
And he'd have to give me my shit back.
In a very real way, he is actually a servant. I am not. I am a slave.
Would you like to be a servant or even a friend?
We could probably fix those scars too.
True, we could.
You're all being unnaturally kind to me considering that you just tried to kill me and now that I can't see, generally I would take some sort of...
I mean, you tried to kill us first, so...
I had orders.
It was all self-defense, all of it.
If I didn't follow my orders, I was as good as dead anyways. However, you all proved to me just now that I was as good as dead regardless.
Yep.
So if you're going to kill me, just kill me.
No, we're trying to not kill you. Sort of.
I have no reason to kill you.
You're all very wishy-washy with your morals.
Yes.
I'll kill you.
At least one of you stands by their statements.
No, we can kill you, or we could not. We don't have to.
Sea Dagger, we don't have to kill everything.
What do you
Why do you want to die?
No, I don't want to die. I don't want to die.
Look, we're just looking for the orb. Where is it? We have not yet found it in the tower. Please tell us what room it is hidden in.
You see her eyebrows raise, and she looks around. Did Did you sift through my paperwork when in the middle of killing all of my allies?
No, but I'm gonna sift through it now.
Oh.
And I start looking through her shit.
Oh yeah, that's right. You guys need that orb thing.
Yes, it's the whole reason we're here, Nidek.
Fine, look through the paperwork. It's not mine. I was just organizing and annotating it. It's Dezalin's.
But where's the orb?
The orb is back in Shrine. Dezalin took it from here.
Wait.
Really?
Excuse me.
So we came here for nothing?
It sounds to me like you came here to find out that the orb is no longer here.
I need a break for a moment. Peach Pie walks away into a corner.
Is the clown okay?
Don't mind him. Don't.
He seems very sad.
All right. I guess we're going to Shrine then.
Peach Pie, it's not that far. It's gonna be okay.
Why are you so against going to Shrine? Well, never mind. It's obvious why you'd not want to go to that horrible place.
It's not about going to Shrine or not. It's about the fact that we had to come here and wasted all that time.
So much time.
Your sleuthing skills are at least top-notch.
Again, wasted time.
Would you like to join a circus?
How about you come with us and just tell us where the hell it is?
Yes, would you like us to help kill your master, perhaps? Would that make you feel better?
If he's between us and the orb.
If he took the orb, I'm just supposing we're going to have to kill him. Also, there's a zombie on the front of the book.
We don't have to kill everybody.
It's a mummy, but yes.
It's a mummy.
That's a mummy. That's what I meant. A mummy. Yeah, I mean, the art is so fucking cool. And I've been sitting here wondering, who the fuck is this badass mummy-looking dude on the front of the book? We have no idea. I guess now we know.
Now you know. Look, if you take me back to Shrine in any way, shape, or form, I will die. Dezalin will kill me. He learns that I've failed him. And led you right to him.
Well, we could kill him first.
What if you weren't you? I mean, didn't look like you. Like, we fix those scars? Maybe change your hair color or something?
I think I got some stilts. We can make you tall.
We could kill him and then resurrect her.
Or we could kill you and resurrect you.
We could kill you and resurrect you.
That's much better than stilts. Like,
We could bring you back as an undead.
Look, I'm still very young for a Duragar. I'm only 107 years old, but I've already been promised undeath after my life is over. Although I suppose that's probably been, or will be, taken from me.
Well, is this a good thing to you?
I mean, if it's from your slave master, he was probably lying to you.
Also that.
I don't know. I'd like to think he came to trust me. He left me here.
I guess unless he could still use you while you were undead. Then he probably would do it.
You would probably be a thrall.
Have you killed all of the Guardians that were left behind?
Were they in the temple?
Yes.
Then yes.
Oh, gross.
yeah, I think we killed everything here. Some shit for fun.
Well, I mean, technically, Vampire Chick is probably still in her coffin, but...
Which we should still burn.
I went down like underground in an underground river. It was long swim.
Zanagavaz she will come back. She will inform Dezalin.
Then we should really kill her. Wizard, please let us burn the coffin.
A small smile quirks her lips. Can I do it?
Yes, please do.
I hate that bitch.
Okay. Fine, let's go kill her.
So, anyway, are you going to help us kill this shrine, mummy? Dezalin shrine.
I don't know.
Do you want to be part of the circus?
What's the circus? The red circus? No, please. Zavazek is a cocksucker.
What, who?
No, the Circus of Wayward Wonders. Also, yes, who?
Zavazek.
Oh my god, I should be taking notes.
What?
Zavazek Shrine?
Why do all these people sound like someone sneezed on when they were...
Dzalin, Zavazek, Zygazavz.
That's pretty good. I like it. I don't understand. The elf that's here. She says in Elven to the wizard, "You don't know the Shrains? You seem like you know the Shrains. How would you know Dzalin? He's not exactly the most well-known Shrain."
It's been a while since I've been around here.
Go ahead and give me a society check on the Zavazek Shrain name.
I rolled a 2 and got a 31.
You've never heard of Zavazek. You know, as far as the Shrains are concerned, the city of Shrain is ruled by the noble drow house Shrain, who are, and I think I gave you this info drop earlier in the book, they're all drow undead worshippers of Urgathoa.
Hence the reason we expected a drow undead to be in here.
What's the name of this Duergar again?
You haven't asked her name.
Oh, sorry.
I haven't been down here in a few decades. I don't know that name.
Oh, Zavazek, he runs the Red Circus in Shrain.
Our circus is better.
I don't know, the Red Circus is pretty good.
You haven't seen us, and you probably won't see us unless you come help us.
True. I can't see anything. I'm blind.
Exactly.
So, here's your options. We can kill you now and take your fancy shit.
And maybe resurrect you depending on how we feel. Or make you undead. That's a coin toss.
Or we can fix your scars and make you look maybe not like you, and you can come with us.
Can we fix her blindness? Was that on the table?
I don't know. I would think regenerate would fix blindness. Wouldn't it? If it fixes organs and stuff, aren't eyes an organ?
It's a good assumption, I think. It doesn't sound like you're actually really giving me much of choice. Lose my life, and maybe you resurrect me. You seem very chaotically benevolent.
Oh yeah, we're fucked up.
We're neutral. We're true neutral. Well, maybe not that guy. And I point at Peach Pie.
We just don't really care. We don't want to kill you, but we will.
Yes, we don't like the idea of people being slaves, and so if you've been a slave and would rather not be, we're fine just letting you go. I mean, as long as you don't tell your master.
I've been a slave my whole life.
But would you like to not be?
You still have a lot of life left, like you said. You're young.
Yeah, the problem is when we rescue you, slaves and whatnot, there just ain't nowhere for you all to go but with us, because it's a dangerous fucking place.
We have a bit of a following.
I think we pay our workers, right?
Yes.
We pay them really well.
That's,
We pay some of
that's
them at
literally all the circus does is pay its workers. We get nothing from it. It's so
Breaks even
stupid.
constantly.
You'll make money working for us. You won't have to try to kill things.
This is still a lot of information. Now, hold on a second. You're part of a circus?
I mean, it seems like an easy choice.
I mean, it is an easy choice, but...
It was a fucking clown that came through the door. Who'd you think we were?
I get bored and I cast Regenerate on her. Just because, what's she going to do? Try to fight us?
It's not going to go well, obviously. Not that she really had the opportunity to show off literally any of her abilities at all. Nidek, you have Regenerate?
Yeah, I've never used it.
It's also on the wand, I believe, or the staff that he carries.
Probably, but no, I've got my own spell I can use.
Quick question, do you have to choose the organ that you're healing with each casting?
Nope.
It's a different one each round.
Each time the creature regains hit points from regeneration, it also regrows one damaged or ruined organ.
Shit.
And that goes on for 10 rounds.
So skin, one organ, eyes.
Oh yeah, that'd fix her tattoos, wouldn't it?
And 8 other organs that are ruined or damaged.
She didn't know she had pancreatitis.
Yeah.
She was getting kidney failure. It was just bound to happen sooner or later.
She ruined her liver from drinking too much shit.
So as her eyesight returns, she blinks several times and actually looks at each of you in turn, makes eye contact.
Hello.
Hello.
What's your name, by the way?
My name is Cormentor.
I was trying to think of a nickname for her. I can't think of one quickly on Cormentor.
Tormentor the Cormentor?
Corey, what the fuck? Hey, Corey.
She looks at each of you after blinking her eyes several times, and she checks, and she actually runs her hands over her arms, her forearms, and she looks astonished for a moment.
Oh, look, I know you're going through some things right now, but I'd very much like to see your formula book.
You're an alchemist?
Of sorts.
Right now, Peach Pie? Really?
That's okay. I do the same shit. If she had a wizard book, that'd be the first thing I'd ask for.
And Nidek once again shakes his head at these people.
You don't have a wizard book, right? Just alchemy?
She's not paying attention to you guys. She looks like she's gone into just like this trance where she's staring at her forearms and just running her fingers across the now smooth skin.
I wave a hand in front of her. You don't have a spell book, right?
She pulls up her blue silk robe, and you can see that those markings on the blue silk robe are the same pattern that were on her forearms. And she holds it and then starts ripping the cloak off. And then she unbuckles her armor and she starts throwing down the mithril armor because it's all coated in the same slave markings that indicate that she's owned by Dzalan, and she starts throwing it down. And then
I follow behind to pick it up.
Throws it into a heap.
Say the wizard immediately.
Now,
I immediately.
If you don't need this, I mean...
I look it over. I'm like, ooh.
maybe we could use that. Maybe we could use that to sneak in.
Ooh. Nidek, you'd probably fit in that shit.
I was gonna sell it, but yeah, it's a good idea.
The wizard starts crying. But I suppose it could do that.
I'd like, because everybody's been taking part in this to an extent. I don't know if I actually want a diplomacy check from Jeb. If Jed's going to make a social check here, it's going to be intimidate. But for anybody who wants to make a diplomacy check or some other social check to improve her attitude toward you, somebody make it now.
Oh, Jesus.
I mean,
5 straight -1s.
What? I'll fucking tell her she's good. So she just took off all of her clothes?
All of her armor.
The armor, not her clothes.
Oh, I
everything
was
that
like-
had the slave markings on it, she's tearing off and throwing down.
I want to lie because I've got a higher score in that, but I've been pretty fucking honest with her so far.
Yeah, you guys have been straight shooting with her really
Yeah,
a lot.
Jeb can do it.
35.
Jeb, go ahead and give me a diplomacy check, too.
Diplomacy sucks. Mine's one higher.
He's a master in it. It's only one higher. Between the two of you, she looks up and she says, "The last thing I expected after being left here alone by Dzalan, that surface worlders like you would come here. You're strange, but I will help you. I will help you to the best of my abilities." And she looks back and nods towards Thaxon and Kufar, and she says, "Under one condition."
That you're not a slave.
"You've removed my markings. I'm no longer owned by anybody. Are you going to take me as slave?"
No, I thought that was going to be your condition, and my response would be, you would not be a slave.
Oh.
As much as the wizard likes to joke, Kufar is not our slave.
Yeah, he's free to go.
Be gone.
Bye, Kufar.
Bye, Kufar.
Peace?
Again, he just has nowhere to go without dying.
That is the point, really.
She looks at you and says, "Allow me to kill that Drider bitch."
Please do so.
I mean, if you know how to, you're welcome to it.
Oh, I know how. Second condition.
How long before she comes back? You said under one condition.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like killing the vampire was just something you were going to do anyways. So if you let me do it, maybe it's sort of a half condition. Look, I want to do that, and if I don't, you'll do it, right? Last thing you want is her getting away and warning the Shrains. She'll get there before you do.
We'll probably convince her to join us.
Good luck. I have revenge to exact in Shrain. Not against Dzalan, actually. Oddly, I came to respect him after some time.
He was an alright slave master.
Jesus. Some fucking... Do you have Stockholm in goddamn Galarian?
Call it Stockholm Syndrome if you wish. What would it
We
be?
need to pick some other city for it to be.
Chilaxian syndrome?
No, it need to be a city in Chiliax. West Crown syndrome.
There you go.
I don't know. Sweden is kind of
Neutral? What's a neutrally place?
What is a neutral place? And
We're getting really stuck on this, aren't we?
No, that's okay. No, but this is fun. Of course, it'd be Thuvia. Thuvia is extremely neutral.
There you go.
So it would be Merab. Merab is
Merab.
the capital of Thuvia.
Call it Marab syndrome, but
That rolls off the tongue. That's nice.
I believe that we did come to respect one another. Trust is hard to come by in Train. Even the Trains scheme and maneuver against each other all the time.
well, yes, that is a habit of evil undead things.
Truth. Although, yes, he owned me, and I really couldn't leave him. I had become comfortable in my position. I was his seneschal. I actually began to buy and deal in the slave pens for him, so that he didn't have to go.
Oh, now we gotta kill her.
At his direction. It's not like I could say no. No, the true people I wish to exact revenge on are those who attacked my family when I was young. And took me for a slave the first time. I haven't been my entire life. I was but a young child, and my family was forced to leave their home, and we were attacked by other Duergar slavers.
These are some serious PC backstory vibes going on right now.
Can we just say yes? I don't need to hear any more stories.
Fine. I would like to kill a Duergar in the slave pens. A slave master.
Wait, one of your own people?
I don't care if they're one of my own people. He took my life and my family from me. He deserves to die. But if Dazalin finds me in Train, he will kill me. I will give you as much information as I can.
Yes. Help us find the orb, and we will most likely have to kill this Dazalin.
Most likely, if you wish to take the orb, you will need to kill.
Perfect.
We'll make that choice.
We didn't have to kill you.
I tell you this much. I will not be joining you. To encounter Dazalin, I will go to Train with you, and I will give you as much information as I am able to, but regardless of your disguises, he will recognize me.
Even if we do the killing thing?
I mean, reincarnation's still on the table. He won't recognize you, I swear.
Think about it. You could be a dwarf, like a normal dwarf.
No,
Good dwarf.
Like a good...
Like one with a beard and everything.
call us racist. What's wrong with the Duergar peoples?
No, I'm pretty sure dwarves are pretty racist too. It's okay.
I could have been.
There's nothing wrong with the other races either. Reincarnation.
I do believe they're called ancestries now, is it?
I'm
Wait,
ancestrous.
is it ancestrous?
Ancestrous.
No, that sounds like incest. So not good.
Duck, what do you know about that?
Have you seen the Erdeffins? They'll do anything. I'd rather not talk about that though. Ugh.
I don't know about the whole reincarnation thing. I mean, I don't know you that well, and although you've spared my life now, you then now suggest that as allies you kill me and then raise me as some other race? Do you even have the funds?
Strangely, it would not be the first or even second time we've done this.
I mean, how much could it cost?
Depends on what level they are.
Well, I'm a 16th level creature. So take that as you will.
This is so expensive as fucking hell.
Yeah, at 16th level, that's insanely expensive.
It can't be that bad. Like, so it'd be heightened 7th, it'd be characters level times 200, so 200 times 16.
That's 3,200.
3,200 gold.
Fuck, I'm carrying that much on me.
Certainly
that's
not
not that bad.
Certainly not cheap though.
I got 2k on me. And the amount of shit we have to sell?
Will it be a problem having you with us in Shrine? Would other people recognize you?
Oh, I trust that many of them would recognize me. I went to market for Dazalin, I sold items for him, I bought items for him, his supplies.
But will it be a problem?
A problem? Without my slave markings? A huge problem. For me, at least. And for you by association. Image is everything in Train.
Just go kill the Drider. We'll figure it out on the way.
She pulls out a couple of flasks. Looks like some major alchemist fires, some major acid flasks. And she smiles.
Oh, and your formula book, please. Just will say for incentive on you to return.
Oh, that's true.
She actually hands Peach Pie the formula book. Would you grant me the honors of looking at yours?
Yes, you may see my formula book when you return. We'll do it in the mansion.
Then we'll trade, but until then, she pulls out a short sword. Shing. I have some work to do.
End of the big long episode. That's to make up for last week when there wasn't one. Sorry about that. We finally finished the Temple of Xul-Khun-Dure. Apparently, completely pointlessly, because now we have to go to Shrine to find the orb and deal with this mummy Dazalin, and apparently a whole undead city run by drow undead trains, and this is going to be tons of fun, I'm sure. Find out what happens next time as we continue the Extinction Curse. And until then, may you have many great adventures of your own.
It's your turn.